See, it seems like Royals have gotten flustered. They don't know how to deal with this because now they are just as messy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a nice touch,
Oh,
please.
10 seconds and Amaze with a beautiful back touch.
Oh, there it is! Maybe
It's
just
in
let it
the
hit.
Can Royals do this though? I don't know.
No!
Alvin
There it
Riders. That is alright. They just everything we were just saying about them. They were like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, we deal with
You
it.
guys don't believe in us.
Fair play.
Amazed and Ace are doing really well.
And to be fair, Penguin did superb in defense that time round. I think he got 3 saves and got the Savior medal as well. So fair play to him as well.
Oh, we're back on camera, apparently. Hello! Sorry about the stream. We had some server issues, but they are resolved, and you guys missed a cracker of a game. Rhinos brought it back, taking the second match 2-1. Amazed and Ace had a phenomenal performance. Performance.
English. Sucks.
Who needs it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's a stupid language anyway. But no, the Rhinos were fantastic. All 3 of them stepped up their game. The aggression came out, and the Royals just didn't know what to do with them. Penguin was fantastic in defense. He managed to get 3 saves and bag himself the Savior medal at the end of that. But Ace and Amazed combining once again at the front and spearheading their attack. Formidable that time round.
It's definitely Ace is the playmaker of that team. If they can just get over that hurdle, because they're still hitting the crossbar a lot, hitting those side beams. If they can just get over that, this could be their map. And here we were calling Royals as taking the second match, and I even said it was going to be a tight second match to the Royals. You said it was going to be a walkover, and then Alphen Rhinos took a tight second match instead.
It's always the way. Whatever I say, the opposite happens. So, this time round, it's going to be the Rhinos that take the win. I think.
So what you're saying is you want the Royals to win?
I don't want anyone to win. I just think that the Royals will now learn from their mistakes. And will, I think they'll win. In all honesty.
They definitely were a bit frazzled in the second match, and even again this time the Rhinos are a lot more aggressive. Are up there. Ace tries to go for that aerial, just knocks it back to Monster Penguin. But they are still a bit frazzled, as you can see, and it definitely seems like the Rhinos have their head together here.
Oh,
On the crossbar once again. Unlucky for the Rhinos.
yeah, but that man Monster Penguin with the shot, and if you've seen anything out of these last 2 games, is he's more the defensive player, as you can see there. Picking up his first save for this match. But Baloo, once again on the aggression, tries to dunk it over the top, but again, Penguin is there to deny him.
Finally, some defensive action for the Rhinos, and Mace popping it into the air. Ace going for the aerial shot. There's going to be a bit of target. Monster Penguin was there. Rhinos, you guys are just playing phenomenally. Stepped up it up entirely. Monster Penguin, now all the aerial action is coming out for these flying Rhinos, but Squid with a nice shot on Ace. Ace in the pocket, just deflects it away.
It does indeed. Monster Penguin with a big demolition there to deny Jesse any sort of attack, but Baloo is there. Jesse follows it up, and there it is. Squid hooks one home into the bottom right corner. That will make them go 1-0 up in this game.
Yes, Squid had enough of just sitting back and watching. Finally comes up to get that goal. 1-0 up. Rhinos have the power to bring this back, though. They are playing really well. Kickoff is on, though. Baloo and Amaze just clashing in the middle there, and the ball is going to find us up on the side of the Royals. It's bashed around the midfield for a while. In the air, though, by a goal in a dangerous position for Jersey Royals, and Penguin sets it up. Is it going to be the goal? That's it. Ace was there, ready for the setup. Monster Penguin and Ace, good teamwork right there.
Yeah, I mean, it was a little bit of a worrying moment where Amaze Monster Penguin went for the same goal, and I didn't think that they'd be able to pull it off, but somehow Penguin managed to just do a quick U-turn, poke it back into the middle. Ace was there to follow it up, and now we have a tie game, anyone's game, with 3 minutes, 10 seconds left on the clock, and it is the Royals back on the attack.
I'm glad we're getting a repeat of the last match, just for all those viewers who missed the spicy action of it all. still just being bashed around the midfield. Here's the ball, and Desi finally trying to get a bit of a setup. Squid is there, misses it. Ace staring it away, but Baloo comes back, hits it forward once again, and Amaze in the air. Oh, that could go in, and off the crossbar, but Amaze is still waiting for it. Monster Penguin, and now takes the shot, and that's it! 3 and goal, and they couldn't defend that shot. Rhinos, where was this in the first match? I'm used to maps.
Yeah, me too. I keep ending up saying maps as well. But what a deft touch, just to poke that one above all 3 players of the Jersey Royals. And now the Rhinos up 2-1. Exactly how they were in the second match that you guys missed. And the aggression from them is way, way better this time round. Baloo tries to poke one across goal towards Jesse's not able to get the connect onto it, but Squid's been caught off guard here. But it does look like Amaze is going to try and run this across the wall, but Baloo comes in once again with a defensive play, tries to double it up. Jesse's there to follow!
Oh, there it is!
Tie game once again.
2-2, training blows. Jersey Royals need teams back and show everyone that they can do it, because they did in the first match, and now they just let it slip a little bit.
Well, go for another kickoff. 2 minutes 15, still plenty of time, and the way that this is going, this could definitely go to an overtime. I don't want any one of these teams to win it outright just yet. I'm enjoying this one a lot, and Squid, he wants to try and see this one out a little earlier, tries to dribble it along the floor, doesn't manage to do so as Baloo tries to follow this one up. Jesse's there in support, but he can't do much with it right now. Needs to get the boost, and oh dearie me, that's an unfortunate bounce.
Yeah, that's not what you want to see when you hit that against the wall, where they go backward towards your goal. But Desi once again sending it up for Squid. Oh, gets deflected by Amaze. This is such a good match right now, Chris, and Baloo just trying to hit it up, but the Rhinos are saying no. They're just charging him down, using those horns to hit the ball exactly where they needed to go. Monster Penguin looking for the cross, doesn't get it. Squid going to work it up the field, but Amaze is there just to shut him down.
Ace manages to catch it off in the middle of the field though, but again, Jesse in the defensive position, pushes it up towards the opposition's end. Ace though, trying to dribble away with it across the wall, but again, the Royals are there to hold them in their tracks. Bit of a stalemate so far, just holding it into the midfield, but it could end up badly as Jesse manages to whip that one in the mid. He might just get a touch on it to see this one in a way, but now the goal is open. This could be it. Baloo tries to follow it up, and he just managed to get a touch. 50 seconds left from the clock, and it is the Jersey Royals that take the lead.
Slight slip up from Rhinos, committing too much to the attack. Monster Penguin tried to get back. Actually, it wasn't Monster Penguin. Looked like Amazed tried to get back to defend that, unable to do so, as they now have to get this point back in 47 seconds. Is very much doable. Ace just looking for the ball, going to back off a bit. I think they've learned their lesson in the first.
Yeah, they're now being a little bit more timid, but I think now the time passed for that, because now they have 35 seconds. They have to win this match, or it will be over for them. See what they're going to do. The Maze trying to push his way up.
Ace is there for the rebound! And no one gets it in, hitting the crossbar once again. It's still in the air. Desi going to get that out of that situation. The Maze trying to get the cross on. Ace is in the back, ready to feed it through, but he's just going to get back to defend instead. And now we go as Amaze has a little bit of a clear pass. Baloo's still there to defend it off. 8 seconds to go. This is not going to look good for the Rhinos in the long term.
No, 3 seconds as the ball goes over towards the opposition half. The bounce off the wall is going to make no one, and it's the Jersey Royals who come out with the match win.
That was a really intense game. I'm glad the Royals did manage to bring it back from that flustered moment they found themselves in after the second match, managed just to edge ahead. What I'm really excited though was to see the Rhinos bringing it out, popping off, not giving in after going 6-2 down on the first match.
No, exactly. I mean, after such a big deficit from that first match, most people would have, hit them mentally. They would have been a bit down in the dumps. But these guys, they picked up their morale. They said to themselves, okay, we now know what this is about. Here's how we're going to, retaliate back. And they did so fantastically by being much more aggressive this time round and managing to pick up a 2-1 win. Now, this time, it looked like the Jersey Royals had learned from their mistakes in the previous match and just managing to catch off the Rhinos just at the very end with some very quick counterattack in play.
Yeah, the aggression that the Rhinos brought up in the second match definitely played a factor in them winning that match. And I think once the Royals could adjust to it, in third match, they had adjusted to it quite nicely. So they knew how to match the aggression rather than just being swarmed by it.
No, absolutely. So it was very nicely played from them. So commiserations to the Rhinos. It was just a little too late on their touch. But the Royals, they do end up winning that match. And quite nicely, I will add, baloo is certainly one to keep an eye out for. His aerial play and his situational awareness is fantastic.
Yeah, that's just the synergy of the Royals was fantastic in general. baloo knew exactly where that ball was in all time, and Jezzy knew what baloo was doing at all time. And every once in a while, Squid would just be there, and it just all worked out for them. And that's definitely something that's going to help them as they progress further in this tournament.
No, exactly. The synergy is certainly what is needed to win Rocket League games. I mean, if you don't have that on point as well as the communication, then you're going to end up getting flustered and caught out in positions that you shouldn't be in, because it is all about the rotation at the end of the day. The way you've got to see it is you've got one on the attack, one in midfield, and one in defense, and you rotate between the three positions. Now, if you can do that successfully, then Rocket League's a breeze for you. The rest of it will fall into place. But if you can't do that, then everything's a bit of a model. You leave the back very open for the opposition to get on the attack, and that's where the game ends up slipping away from you, as we saw in match number 1.
I'd be quite interested to see what would happen if we took away the 3v3, made it a 2v2, and put Amazed, Ace on one team, baloo, Jezzy on the other. Which, because both those 4 players worked so well together. And 2v2, you don't have the option of that extra player for the defensive maneuvers like Monster Penguin and Squid were often on. I think that could be a very interesting match to watch.
No, I think that would be very interesting to see how they'd kind of adapt to that sort of scenario. But, I mean, unfortunately, we are playing 3v3, so they're going to have that defensive player to fall back on. But I'd imagine it would still kind of run the same sort of way. I mean, baloo, he has that aerial ability. The amount of times we saw him just flying through the air. I mean, Jezzy as well was being able to dribble that ball so successfully down towards the opposition's end of the field without being contested. So they've got the mechanics down, and it's really quite a delight to see.
Yeah, that moment where he was just dribbling the ball on his nose in the air. Unreal. Just next level skills.
It was. I mean, I thought it was going in. I think it was Penguin who actually managed to just get a nose to it in the end and just deny him. It was superb. Absolutely superb. But I think we're going to go to a quick break as we wait for the next matchup to begin. So don't go anywhere, ladies and gents. We'll be right back.
Oh, you meant the world to me. your smile. Now the sunshine brings the light. Fill me out with a flame. I will let you in this game. Take me out when I'm down. 'Cause with you I'm safe and sound. 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 Safe and sound.
Ladies and gentlemen, step right up for another amazing banger by Lex Blaze and Danny Paul. Touchdown to Heathrow, DP and me, bro. About to hit the club and turn that shit to a freak show. Look through the peephole, everybody geek, yo. Need to get girl with an extreme need. See six midgets that be fire juggling. Maybe it's just me, cause my mind is struggling. Babes, boyfriend is acting like a clown. Know what's going down every time that we are down. Take a look through the peephole, yo. Everybody's getting geek, bro. Stop the hate and let them neeks know that we turn the club into a freak show. Turn the club to a freak show. Turn the club to a freak show. Turn the club, yeah, we turn the club to a freak show. To a freak show. eating rotten apples. Dirty bass that be coming at you. Roller coasters like a supernova. I'm the ringmaster, this my tabernacle. See you screaming, I'm like, what for? Oh, you pop? Yeah, I got popcorn. I don't wake up on the wrong lawn, so we won't stop. It's a lost cause. Take a look through the peephole. Yo, everybody's getting geek, bro. Stop the hate and let them leaks know that we turn the club into a freak show. Turn the club to a freak show. Turn the club to a freak show. Turn the club, yeah, we turn the club to a freak show. Turn the club into a freak show. When the lights go down, I've seen hell in you, but you don't care, no, you don't care, no. You just rather watch me fall. From a quarter mile, I can see you at the call. Think about it, ring won't tell you what I saw. When you break it off, you'll see who had it all. You had it all. You said you wanted to fall into oblivion. Forget about the world we're living in. Fall into oblivion, oblivion. Oh, yo, fall into oblivion.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the City League Rocket League night. Obviously, I'm Chris Stealth. I mean, I say obviously, it's not obvious unless you've been living under a rock. And obviously, joining me on the cast is Trillic. How do we feel about Rocket League as an esport so far? Is it fun to cast? Because I'm enjoying this a lot.
I think it's an awesome awesome esport to cast, simply because it's got a really nice low entry to watch it. People can just pick it up straight away. They know there's a ball, they know there's cars, and it's fun as heck.
Hell yes. I mean, it's a pretty simple premise. Put the giant ball in the giant net. I mean, what's not to love?
And hit it with a toy car.
I mean, yeah, I mean, that's something else.
Oh!
But regardless, we are getting into match number 2 for the night, as it will be the Alphen Rhinos taking on the Swordfish. And already, 21 seconds in, Ace has managed to put the Rhinos in front.
That is definitely the Rhinos coming out of the match against the Royals, knowing exactly what is going on. They warmed up, they're ready to go, and here they are, just riding up the walls, causing absolute chaos for the Swordfish right now.
Yeah.
Oh, and that was also an own goal by Miha. That would have been bad for him. Saved by his teammate, Rika? Rika.
Something. Rika sounds right. I think.
I'm
Regardless,
going with Rika.
Amaze managed to get his second, which is a lovely little just poke. Again, the aggression coming in from the Rhinos. And the Swordfish just can't really do anything about it thus far. I mean, they did put up in the chat in the top left before the game started, we're gonna get wrecked. So there's a lot of lack of faith in themselves already.
Yeah, not the attitude you want to see going into the match. You want to see some positivity, but I guess as long as they are having fun, then at the end of the day, does it really matter? We did, of course, see the Rhinos get absolutely wrecked first match against the Royals, and here they are doing the same to Swordfish. So maybe Swordfish sneakily bring it back second map after they warmed up. But there we go, almost a goal as Streaker comes in, defends it quite nicely, was up in the air for a while. Ace going to turn around, try to get that back down there, and he gets it there with ease, no follow through. Ace just hitting it in the wrong direction.
Yeah, the interesting thing is the Swordfish just aren't there defensively. They're very much getting aggressive with all three players pushing high up the field. And they're getting caught off guard because every time it just seems to be that Amaze, Ace and Penguin are just there to pounce on the opposition's mistakes. And we saw it again just then. They're now up 3-0.
I believe in the Swordfish. You know, when you're fishing a swordfish, Chris, you think you're winning, right? You've got the reeling in, you're like, oh, I'm winning, and next thing that thing rips you out the boat, and now you're in the water.
You know by
and it
personal
stabs
experience,
you with its sword, right?
Are you sure about this? Because I feel like this is a made-up story.
Okay? I've spoken to people, they've told me stories about this. I'm 100% certain that they weren't lying to me.
Okay. I mean, I feel like I believe you. Only because you look at the Swordfish and it's pretty brutal, but what's pretty brutal right now is the Rhinos battering the Swordfish. I mean, the aerial ability coming in just there, just to poke that one up, and Ace man to get the finish on that, just fantastic.
Well, you know, have you ever tried to fish for a Rhino? It doesn't go well.
No, I mean, I've never
in
managed
this
to catch one.
Yeah, they're very difficult to catch. I've never tried. I never will.
It's weird because I was sure there are loads of them in Britain. There just don't seem to be...
Rhinos?
Yeah, loads of them.
Yeah, I thought you guys had all the wildlife, like lions, leopards, rhinos.
We're doing zoos.
It's not the same.
Is it not? Oh,
No.
that's a shame.
Yeah. But anyway, let's focus back on this game. Ace just trying to get some kind of momentum going. But Amaze is there to follow through on the defense from the Swordfish. And Swordfish Rust, number 4, he's the 4th of his name. He's trying to defend it out. Is he going to stop this? And that is an... Oh! That was an own goal by Miha! Hate to see it.
You really do. I mean, that is a bit of miscommunication. It looked like Swordfish... Rust? Ruster?
Swordfish Rust, the 4th.
Rust the 4th. I'm going to call him Rust, it's going to be easier. It looked like he was trying to get that side swipe in just to finish that one home, but oh no, again. It's another one flown in. This is 6-0 now. Now.
Yeah, unfortunately, Swordfish was going to get that defense off. Just didn't go their way, and now it's just a snowball of goals for the Rhinos. They just seem to be struggling to get some sort of semblance of defense here. They're all just rushing forward for that ball. Swordfish Rush looks like he wants to hang back, but doesn't in the end. And now it's a lot of confusion on the side of Swordfish. So like I said, some communication issues they need to work on. A nice hit up from Streaker. Just a little bit of follow through from between Miha and Swordfish. Once again colliding on the field, and then Ace taking out Miha. That's going to give them a nice opening. Get that goal. Not able to capitalize.
Great defense there, just to rotate back around. It does look as if the Swordfish were about to get back on the attack, but Penguin and Amaze collide in midair as they manage to just get this one away once again. And it's just that the Swordfish are in bad positions right now. They're rotating a little too late. They're just not trying to cut out the ball before it reaches its intended target. They're just trying to allow the Rhinos to play with the ball and then act upon it instead. They're playing more proactive, reactive instead of proactive.
Yeah, they definitely are confused, I would say, and it seems as the game is evolving into that typical who can explode the other team the most, as it does when skills become outmatched like they are right now.
Well, down to the final minute, 6-0 is the scoreline thus far, and it really is just one-sided as the story would tell. There's not much really coming from the Swordfish to really talk about, but Ace, Amaze and Penguin have been formidable this time round. Yeah.
Miha once again trying to score in his own goal. possibly figured that's the only way he might be able to score. But let's see what he can do as he works his way up. Does manages to not get that ball. Monster Penguin knocking it away. Now Ace with a nice dribble upfield. Monster Penguin there in support. That's going to be the goal. Great assist from the both of them. And if you look at the scoreboard, even if you didn't know who actually scored that goal.
I mean, I don't think anybody really knew at that point. Yeah, just managing to get a touch on that away from Ace. They're just having
stealing it away.
Easy. I mean, it is really quite easy.
Oh,
there it is.
Caught the Rhinos off guard. Beautiful play by him.
I mean, that's a little bit of a whoops moment there. Shouldn't have happened. It should have been a clean sheet, but Thrika gets on the board. Thank you for the goal, Saddies.
Is the Brazilian here in this matchup with 23 seconds to go? Ace moving up to defend. Just knock that ball away from his goal onto a maze, waiting for it. Ace now in the air, just knocking it forward. Swordfish, oh, beautiful response. Thrika finally gets into defense. He's going to be knocking it forward. But Ace is there. He says, no way are you guys getting another goal on us. Just knocks it away. It's going to touch the ground. Even a maze still trying, not anything left in this match.
Now, the Rhinos absolutely formidable, but I feel like we've seen this somewhere before. Didn't this maybe possibly happen in the last matchup with the Rhinos and the Royals? And what happened then?
It did. I did say that it could be possible that we see the Swordfish fight back against their handlers, against that reel as you're trying to reel it in. And now the Rhinos think they've got them on the hook. And next thing you know, in the water, you're being stabbed by a swordfish.
I mean, do Rhinos often go fishing?
Yes, all the time. Have you ever seen a rhino go fishing? This is what happens when you live in the UK your whole life. You never experience the world.
It's very true. I need to get out there more. Apparently, I need to go to South Africa because
you should come to South Africa, and then we can go see fishing rhinos.
Okay. I'll take you up on that.
Damn, I gotta teach a rhino how to fish now.
Yeah, there you go. So now you're screwed. I've taken off line.
Yeah, I just got a server went down for maintenance, but we also have a stay in lobby sign. I am confused as to what's going on. But Chris, what do you think of this next match that we are going to go into? How are Swordfish going to fare?
Well, thing is, the Swordfish have now had 5 minutes worth of getting battered to know the opposition. They now know the way that they play, so hopefully they can take this in their stride and learn from it. I don't think it will be that case. I do think that the Rhinos will just continue this run now and see this one out at 2-0. But stranger things have happened.
Fishing rhinos.
Yeah.
Just saying.
That is certainly a stranger thing.
Possibly the strangest thing one could see.
Like,
I would imagine.
Possibly. Dogs playing poker.
Well, that's very normal, right? That's normalized.
It has been just because of paintings, but at the time I would assume that would be the strangest thing anyone could think of.
You have to wonder how they thought of it. Did they actually walk in on a pack of dogs playing poker?
No, I think they were just tripping on some sort of hallucinogenic.
A type of legenic. Could be hallu. What other legenics are there? What?
I don't know.
It's only hallucinogenic, carcinogenic, but that's not a drug.
No, it's not. But that is a genic.
It is a genic. You're not wrong. It's definitely genic, but it's not something that you ingest. I don't think.
I'd hope. Nobody ingests that.
Yeah.
Good lord.
That could be bad. Or good. Maybe someone should ingest it and let us know. I'm not advocating that you guys ingest it.
You can't say that. We've got.
I wasn't advocating. Let's just talk about these teams here. These wonderful teams.
Yep.
As we wait for the server issues to be resolved.
I mean, there's really not much you can really say. I mean,
well,
Rhinos.
We can talk about who's in this tournament, right? We can say Alphen Rhinos are there, the Swordfish Banja Luca are there, and the Jersey Royals. And obviously, based on this performance we've seen right now, Swordfish probably not looking good when you look at how well the Rhinos and the Royals are playing.
Yeah, but again, we said this with the Rhinos versus the Royals, and obviously the Royals came out onto a very good start and then struggled for the next 2 games against the Rhinos. So maybe it could be the same sort of situation with the Swordfish. I mean, it does help that the Rhinos have already played this evening, whereas the Swordfish haven't. So again, there's that warm-up time and the nerves of being in a tournament situation could be playing a factor there as well. But I don't think that's the case, just looking across at their score sheets. So you can see that the Alphen Rhinos were formidable. 3 goals for Ace, 2 to Amaze, and 2 for Monster Penguin, with 3 assists between Ace and Amazed, and 1 for Penguin in the end. But you look at Swordfish, they only had 1 goal on the board, which obviously came from Thrika, which was at the very end of the game, which was, I think, a gifted goal in the end because they felt sorry for them. But other than that, they did nothing else on the board. Thrika was probably their best player because he managed to pick up 5 saves with 2 shots, with one of them being a goal.
Yeah, we are going to go into second match. So, Chris, you might want to just reconnect to the server to get in here on the action that's happening.
Oh, that might be a good spot. I didn't realize that was the case.
You are very far away from the next
I am. Does my
Alright, let's look at the action right here. It's Miha. Unable to defend that goal. Rhinos taking the early lead once again, 10 seconds into this game. And they are already ahead. A little bit of a clash in the center as a Monster Penguin tries to get to the fence. Bit of a lackadaisical approach from the Rhinos this time around as they just fly past the ball, finally managing to work their way up. Thrika missing that aerial is going to allow the ball to get into the Swordfish's half, and Amaze with a beautiful shot on. Going to take it to 2-0. So Swordfish not having a good start this match either. It doesn't look like we're going to see the epic comebacks we want to see, Chris.
I mean, not just yet. I mean, it is 28 seconds in, and yes, it is 2-0 previous to the last match, but there are still hope amongst them, but it's not looking good. The aggression from the Rhinos just seems to outweigh the Swordfish in every way, shape, and form. They're not in the positions that they want to be. Amazed is now just trick shotting, hoping to get a turtle goal at the end of that, and Penguin follows up the shot, can't connect. Amaze again, right back off the backboard, trying to clear the way for Amaze.
But Thrika, he says no, you aren't touching that ball. It's exploded. You know what they say though, Chris?
What do they say?
When in doubt, turtle it out.
That sounds wrong.
It's definitely what they say.
Is it?
But all the pros say. When in doubt, you gotta turtle it out.
Never heard that.
You're clearly on hanging out around the right pros. You're clearly hanging around the...
Probably right. Yeah. Absolutely. I could be completely wrong here. And, oh no, Amaze!
Oh!
Just almost poked it home.
Some great defense by Swordfish and Thrika there. So they just work together to get that out. Thrika finding an aerial. I think that's the first easy hit of the game. Some improvement here for the Swordfish. Fishes? The Sword. So with that, Amaze just hits it in. Nice little rebound off the ground. Hits into his undercarriage.
Yeah, I mean, the Swordfish are really getting schooled right now. It's a fish joke for all of you at home watching. Hope you enjoy it.
It was funnier because you had to explain it.
Yeah, there's a dead silence. I was expecting a laugh at least.
I'm sorry. Sorry, Chris.
Okay.
This wasn't there. This was never me. Ace defends the goal of the Swordfish. Flying across the crossbar, and Amaze comes in to get the goal. Finally. I don't know if that was intentional by Ace or if he was actually intentionally setting it up for Amaze, but that would have been a phenomenal goal had he not been.
I mean, it would have been alright. It was pretty much an open net. He managed to catch all 3 players of the Swordfish. Again, being over-aggressive. They're not in the defensive positions. And look at that. All three of them go for the exact same ball, leave the net open. Thankfully, Freaka actually goes round to rotate and defend, but it's straight down the throat of Monster Penguin, who again gets it up into the air. Ace is there to connect with it. Penguin will hopefully follow this one up, but Freaka doesn't want to see this one out just yet. They are down by 4 goals, but there's still 2 minutes left on the clock. He has hope in his heart.
Yeah, I think he definitely just wants to get another goal again, but it's not going to happen when Ace is just playing so well. Amazed supporting. Actually, it's been Ace supporting Amazed most of the time. Both of those two playing really well. Monster Penguin doing a stellar job on defense. It's a hard fight for Swordfish. And you were talking about them all just rushing towards the ball. You know when you watch junior football, and all the kids are just like bunching next to the ball? It's a bit what Swordfish is doing here. Like, no offense to Swordfish, but that's probably something that they need to work on if they want to be able to take on teams such as Rhinos and the Royals.
Yeah, I think that was the perfect analogy. It's exactly what I thought of. Every single time I play this, playing at public games as well, you just always chase the ball, and that's always a downfall. You can't just chase the ball. You now need to think of your positioning. And that's the way you get better at the game. And it looks like Freaka is learning from that mistake. Now rotating around much quicker than their opposition, but this time it's Amaze straight in front of goal, makes it look so easy with Penguin with the assist straight off the ball. I mean, it doesn't get any easier than that.
Rhinos, they're talking about positioning and ball awareness, map awareness. You just see Rhinos they spread out from the get-go. Monster Penguin, Amaze, go to the side. Ace goes to the ball in the middle, while you have Swordfish all just rushing to the middle. So immediately, Rhinos have set up such a good defensive. Each channel is going to be able to knock the ball forwards if they need to, rather than a situation of everyone just being around the ball, and if the ball goes to the right or the left, there's nothing you can do.
No, it's very difficult. I mean, the way that they're moving that ball is very fancy in a way, because what they're doing is they're getting that ball high up into the air where they know that their opposition can't do anything with it. They're then dribbling it into a position that they can then bounce it off the backboard and then just poke it home exactly like that from Ace.
Yeah, just a sneaky little tip. I mean, he just barely touched that, snuck it into the goal beautifully.
So nice. So very nice. But there's a huge difference in these two teams. And it's going to take a lot for the Swordfish when they have to play against the Royals to even get a goal on the score sheet. But then again, they might just be gifted behind this.
I think the Rhinos just really like the look of the Brazilian. Just that 7-2-1. You can go home and tell your mom about it.
I mean, I probably wouldn't, but
I don't think my mom would really know what I was telling her about, to be honest with you. I was amazed, tries to get a goal, and now Swordfish is deflecting it back towards Bina, trying to dribble it out. Here we have a situation, Swordfish really interesting to clear this ball out rather than trying to mess around with it in the back there. He kind of knows what he has to do, but it's still not powerful enough, not enough really to get that ball out of a dangerous situation.
No, I mean, they're just playing with it in a dangerous area, but to be honest, it's always going to go one way. We've got 18 seconds left in the clock. They're down by 6 goals. They can do nothing but just yeet it up to the other end of the field and hope for the best at this point. 6 seconds left on the clock, and Rhinos see this one out with absolute ease. 7-1, 2 games of this best of 3 series have been blowouts.
So Rhinos winning their second match, losing the first. That does put them tied with the Royals. So I think ultimately we're going to just come back to who's going to win again between the Royals and the Rhinos. It's going to be the decider of who's taking this 3-team log-based tournament as my understanding of what it is.
Yeah, so the way that this format is, it's obviously just the 3 teams that have entered in this evening. However, they will play each other twice. Obviously, then the team with the most wins wins. Pretty simple. So as it stands, Rhinos and the Royals both have a win to their name. The Royals only having played 1 game, though, so they do have that match in advantage. However, they do now play the Swordfish And I think this one's going to be pretty much the same as what we just saw.
Unless the Swordfish have just been bamboozling everyone and just suddenly bamboozled again, Swordfish completely decimate the Royals.
If that
The
happens, I will
ultimate
quit.
hustle. I would love it. I would love to see the ultimate hustle happen.
Oh,
Everyone talks about the ultimate
amazing.
hustle, but you never hustle, but you never see it.
Well, for your sake, yeah. Let's for your sake, let's see if it happens, but I highly doubt it will. Regardless, we are going to a quick break, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back with the Jersey Royals taking on Swordfish in what will probably most likely be a bit of a blowout. So stay tuned for lots of goals.
don't often see in an online thing. You don't often get. I was saying in
Flames in the fire that keeps burning. We're inviting the night in. Welcome, my heart so full. I'm devoting myself to the night. There's no motive. We're just
City League 3, Chris.
Oh, of course. My 2 seconds. Play.
we stay when the music plays. Let's drop it low and the people sway.
League's Open Bar Rocket League tournament. It is now going to be the Royals taking on the Swordfish, and I think we're going to see a very similar result unless the Swordfish have been doing a mad hustle. Thoughts on that, Chris?
I think you're wrong. That's my thoughts. There is no way that they have been hustling for that last game because, I mean, that was a bit of a blowout. If they wanted to hustle, they'd keep it close. But it's not the case. They got completely demolished 7-1 in both games that they played against the Rhinos, and now they're up against a real challenge in the Royals.
You clearly never hustled before, though. Like,
I mean, I used to hustle
the
all the
ultimate
time.
hustle is to lose really badly and then kick ass, right? You lose badly, then you lose badly again, and you lose badly again, and then they think that you're just in the situation of losing badly and you're just ready to waste all your money on losing badly, and then boom, you've won everything.
Not happening. Okay? Not happening. There's no way if you are being broadcast on the internet right now that you would hustle that badly. It's not for me. I don't believe it. Don't believe it. Ugh. But what are your thoughts? I mean, do you genuinely think that the Swordfish can do this?
I think that it's a slim hope. It's a slim chance the Swordfish are going to do this. I don't think they were hustling as well, to be honest with you. That performance in the last round, they were disorganized. They were all over the place. If they can tighten up again, they could bring the scoreline a bit closer, but the Royals are just as strong, or not stronger, even stronger. That's the words I'm looking for, than the Rhinos.
No, I completely agree. I mean, they definitely were very good in game 1. Not so much in game 2 versus the Rhinos, but in game 3, they just managed to edge them out again, 3-2 in the end of things. So I felt that the Royals have it just a little bit up on the Rhinos, which means that the Swordfish are in for a very tough challenge, especially, as we pointed out, the duo of Baloo and Jeezy just being formidable in front of in goal. Their synergy is fantastic, and I expect that to play a big part in this demolition next.
I'm excited to see what Jeezy and Baloo do together with the amount of freedom that they're going to have against the Swordfish. I think it's going to be good.
Yeah, I mean, there's certainly a big gap between the two teams in regards of mechanical experience, and you can see that with the way that the Swordfish played the last game against the Rhinos. They weren't able to get up into those aerial positions to stop them from dribbling through, and they were, as I said, they're more reactive instead of proactive. So instead of trying to meet the ball mid-air and trying to catch it before the opposition did, they were then waiting for the ball to come down to them, down to a more of a height that they could manage, and then trying to make a move from there. And it was just a hit and hope, route 1, as they call it in football.
a mashing of cars together as they all run for the ball.
Pretty much. I mean, that's what
Yeah.
Rocket League is.
I mean, it's not what it should be.
No.
Unless you're 1v1ing, you shouldn't all be rushing for the ball, right? And even then, you shouldn't be rushing for the ball.
No, you shouldn't. You should be like maintaining your positions, knowing when to go forward, knowing when to rotate, knowing how to defend as well. That's one of the main things that a lot of people don't understand, is that you can't actually just be sat in the middle of your goal underneath it waiting for the ball to come onto you. You should be rotating around towards the back post and then coming in from the side and propelling yourself across. So because one, that then puts that ball out to a more of an advantageous position for you and your team, where it's not going to damage you on the attack. And it also allows you to then continue that momentum by swinging around and then following up with that ball. So instead of being quite idle and just boosting up vertically to try and stop the ball, try and look to rotate around the back post and defend from there.
So interesting little bit of information is the co-founder of the Jersey team. I'm assuming he's from the Jersey team because that's what he's linked me, is a South African.
No way.
Like me. Yeah.
What a coincidence.
Awesome. Yeah, what a coinky dink.
So that's why you've been favoring them. I get it now.
I don't favor any. I was the one who said the Rhinos would bring it back in their game against Jersey, and you were the one who said that they wouldn't.
But was I right?
No. You weren't.
I mean, they won in the
right
end.
at all.
They won in the end.
But the Rhinos didn't bring it back.
It's beside the point. It's beside the point.
That's not
Royals
the
won.
point. That's
Royals won.
entirely the point. Nonsense. It's not the point.
Well, it looks like we're going to get straight into the game now, anyway, ladies and gents. So it's going to be a good one. We've obviously got the Jersey Royals in white taking on the Swordfish in dark blue. And yeah, so far it is the Jersey Royals on the attack, and it's 14 seconds until Squid pokes one home.
I'm just saying it took 10 seconds for the Rhinos to score their first goal. Who's favoring who now?
So you can't overcompensate.
Yeah. Gotta point out every time I wasn't biased to Jersey.
Yeah. And in which point you are then being biased towards them. So you can't win on this one. Regardless.
This is impossible, but there we go. Ball once again in the half of the Swordfish. As it gets knocked down, Squid's going to be there just to defend that off Jeezy. Now moving into the goal. It's Squid and Blue going to be working it up. Blue knocks it back, setting it up for Jeezy to knock it forward. Some great teamwork here. Squid with the setup goes in the air. 3K trying to get an aerial on. Misses it. No one is there for the goal. That ball's just going to bounce hopelessly into the middle. Jeezy finally works his way up. Once again, another cross is on. Blue is looking for it. Misses it just inches. Getting the second goal. A very slow start for Jersey here against the Swordfish.
Yeah, really, that was Jersey just touching it, just a little bit extra over the top. But Baloo flying through the air manages to poke this one home, making it 2-0. 3 minutes 58 on the clock, and look at this, he's just dancing in the air. Absolutely phenomenal stuff from him. 2-0 to the Jersey Royals.
And could this be the snowball that we're going to see as our Jersey just going to flood forward with goals now, Chris?
They could very well do. I mean, if they don't want to get too aggressive because Swordfish can catch them on the counter-attack, but I think that the Jersey Royals are then more aware of this. They had played the Rhinos, who were slightly better at rotating round, but Baloo again just trying to poke that one home, but it's Thrika once again in the defensive position to stop that one. As now Squid tries to do his defensive duties, but again Thrika just being a thorn in the side. But look at that for a pass. Absolutely
open
phenomenal.
goal. Jeezy and Baloo just going to bounce it between each other. Jeezy off the post. Open goal. Misses it up. Oh, Jeezy. You got to take this a bit more seriously. I know the Swordfish aren't exactly the Rhinos right now, but they could bite you in the hand if you mess around like that. As Thrika and Miha just swarming around the apple, defending and keeping out of zone 3 though, with a nice clearance into the Jersey's path. And this is a good opportunity for them. Riha's there for the setup. Gets defended away though, but Swordfish thrusts the fourth. It's just going to try and knock it back towards.
This is much better than Swordfish. Much, much better. I mean, yes, the Royals are playing around quite a lot. They're trying to get those fancy goals in one for the show reels, but at the same point, the Swordfish are being much more aggressive. But oh, Jezzy, that is lovely with the flip reset as well. Pokes that one home beautifully. Just look at this. Right there, in off that one. Flips it in. Slaps it home, 3-0.
That man does love being in the air with his nose on the ball.
Some say he was
quite
born
a phenomenal. Some say the Swordfish were born in the water, and that's why they're not good at playing with soccer and tiny cars.
Make a lot of sense. Yeah,
I know.
yeah, I get it. But then again, rhinos fish apparently, so stranger things.
This is true. Blue just popping it up, trying to work it forward. And much better performance from the Swordfish here. They are getting a lot more defense in, but a very lackadaisical performance by the Jersey Royals so far.
Yeah, not really being as formidable as they once were, especially against the Rhinos in Game 1, but they are nonetheless in the lead. 1 minute 45 on the clock. Jezzy just trying to poke that one home, but no. Freaky on the defensive duty once again denies him. The Squid trying to follow this one up. Baloo puts it across the goal. It bounces off of the crossbar. And a lovely little touch in the end.
But you know what they say? They're strat hiding.
Yeah, I get it.
Making sure the Rhinos who are watching the game aren't seeing their really awesome strats. You know?
Not as if they saw him in match number 1 of the day.
No, those are different strats.
Oh,
They're strat hiding other strats that they never
strats
use.
upon strats upon strats.
Yeah, it's like stratception.
The Jersey Royals and the secret Chamber of Secrets are.
It would be Voldemort in this situation. Rika, he's the most formidable of the
Yeah,
situation.
definitely. He's the one stopping them.
Yeah. All right. I would put me as the Basimus. Just blind and moving through the pipes like he knows what he's doing, but he actually doesn't.
Makes a lot of sense here. The movement here is definitely blind because Baloo picking up his 4th. A lot of time has come down. It is only 4 goals. I say only 4 goals because, as you saw from the previous game, the Swordfish, they had been battered 7 goals to opposition. But I mean, the Royals are just having fun at this time.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, you can have fun, and that's what, at the end of the day, and it's a quote from one of my, the MPO that I love, Cloud9, their Rainbow Six Siege team said, if they're not having fun, then it doesn't matter if they're winning or losing. I think that's a beautiful way of putting it. Like, why put yourself through such a negative space just because you're not winning?
Yeah. Well, I hope everyone's having fun, even the viewers at home, because let's face it, I'm having a lot of fun. I hope you are. If you're not, then
yeah. Can I get a new Codecaster? This one's broken.
I'm always broken. Okay, that's the thing. That's why you get me on. This is my physiotherapy, as it were.
I'm liking these more relaxed games that we get to know each other.
Exactly. That's what it is. We're getting intimate now. We get to know each other better.
Exactly. You never get that opportunity to just get to know your co-caster in such an intimate way.
It's a shame. It's a damn shame, I tell you that. And I think the Swordfish really got to know the Royals there as well. Because 5-0.
Yeah, it was a very calm dance between the two of them.
It was. It was. I don't know what kind of calm dance there is. Is it a waltz? Is that kind of a calm dance? I feel like a waltz is calm.
Because the waltz is like it's got that 6/4 or 6/8 time signature, right? Yeah. It's like very like you can just groove in it.
So that's
I agree.
Yeah, that's calm. Yeah, I get it. So, makes sense to me anyway. Well, we're going to get into Game 2 right about now, so we can stop talking absolute nonsense. Well, for a little anyway.
I just got asked if I was ready, and I'm so used to when people ask you if you're ready when you're casting, you just type in chat R to mean you're ready, instead of actually having to click the ready button.
God damn it. You just gotta press yes. Just why? Everyone knows that.
A lot of the games I cast aren't as advanced as Rocket League with ready buttons, okay?
Well,
Manual system.
Well, you're now welcome to the big leagues of esports. Rocket League.
Oh, once again, a very lackadaisical start by the Jersey Royals as they're just flying all over the place. Jeezy not even trying to get the ball in that instance, and going to give the Swordfish some more time themselves. The dude just bounces around with the Lou, waiting for that cross. Squid waiting for the cross. It's not coming just yet. As Royals are looking in a good position, ball in Swordfish's half, and as I say that, moves to the side.
Well, the furthest upfield they go and the closest that they will get to a goal, and manages to just slap that one in from his goal line. Jazzy with the opening goal in 47 seconds. That was definitely accidental, but ended up working in his favour because, again, the Swordfish all bunched up on the aggression. Nobody back defended.
Looks like they are hopefully learning from their Swordfish rust. Forth does hang back in the goal line, but now he's going to push forward, just spin underneath the ball and have zero awareness of what's going on there. Ball is up in the air and Baloo is there, and there we go. Goal goes in. Swordfish was nowhere. This is a little bit more of an aggressive play from the Royals.
That is a spicy bit of play from the team there. Absolutely phenomenal stuff. Just getting those little gas touches just to keep it out of the path of the Swordfish, and then Baloo just flying through the air, turtles it up and just slaps it home. Superb work from them. Again, they're trying to do it once again, just trying to get that deft touch downwards onto the oncoming player, but not able to pull it off this time, as now the Swordfish are on the attack, but again it's cut out from Squid, and Baloo puts it across to Jazzy, who's not able to find the net, but again the aggression from the Jersey Royals is just something to admire.
But they're all over the place as well right now. I think Jazzy just did a little bit of a spin through the goal, and then Baloo takes out Swordfish Rust. Goal is open. Jazzy is there. Just got to knock it in, and he knocks it, pops it in the air. Is there going to be a follow-up? Squid is waiting for it. Follows through in the goal. Beautiful teamwork from the man Jazzy with his boy Squid.
That's what I mean. There's just the little touches. They're aware of their surroundings, know that there's a player coming straight for them to try and knock that ball out of the way. All they have to do, hit it in the air. Easy and simple as that.
Just pop it up off the roof.
They make it look easy. It's not that easy in practice. But I mean,
You did, dude.
I thought Squid was going to poke down home, but instead slightly U-turn it around. Didn't want it. Huh.
Yeah, he didn't go for the glory. I thought very admirable. I also thought he was going to do the very fancy move, get in. Oh, no. Dude, Jazzy was going.
Oh, well, these things happen, and I mean, when you're 3-0 up, you can afford to make these sort of decisions. I would say a mistake, but I don't think it was a mistake.
If a squid and a swordfish fought in the ocean,
Swordfish.
would the squid win?
Swordfish would win all day,
Swordfish would win?
every day. I mean, that's what it was like intended for. Like it evolved.
Fighting squids?
It evolved that sword-like nose because, you know, there was no way that it was gonna, you know, be able to fight off anything else. So it evolved that, and now can kill squid and eat them for dinner. Calamari.
I don't think a swordfish kills a squid and then goes, yeah, calamari.
Definitely does.
I think it goes,
First
I
thought in its
survived
mind.
and just swim the thing fast as possible.
No, not a chance.
Messi with a nice goal, just once again, ball on his nose, flies it in. Beautiful work.
It looked like Mia disconnected for a second, has joined back in, however. It's a little too late though. 1:45 left on the clock, 4-0 down. Yes, they can still manage to get all 4 goals and pull this one back and maybe take it to a game 3, but not as it stands. Srika is certainly the more dangerous player on this Swordfish lineup, but with Squid, Jezzy and Baloo in such fine form, and all 3 of the Swordfish missing in air, the Pokemon home for the opposition team, it's easy pickings.
It really is, because they all miss the ball in the end. It all ends up on the wrong side of the field, with Jeezy once again with the ball on his nose, and now they're chasing just to make up for it. But how are you going to get back in time when a player with Jeezy's caliber is just on the ball at every angle you try to get?
And just that thorn in the side of the Swordfish is just everywhere. There. Fantastic work from him. His positioning and awareness as well is just, again, so well worked. But could be another one. 1 minute left on the clock. They're just playing with them now, trying to go for those fancy goals once again. Jezzy knocks it past Srika, can get the final touch just to poke that one home, and now Rust4 tries to push his way through himself, but Squid's there on the defensive side of things to hold that push.
Look at the positioning of Swordfish right now. Srika knocks it to the right-hand side of the field if you're looking from Swordfish's goal. To the right-hand side of the field, Miha and Swordfish Rust both follow him into that side of the field. There's no one protecting the left channel, there's no one protecting the goal. Swordfish realizes the mistake, backs off, but Miha is constantly always just right on the ball, behind the ball, doesn't matter who has it or where it is. And it's this very fact is why Swordfish aren't doing that well at all.
Exactly, it's all-out attack, very little on the defensive side of things. So you pointed out, there's too many channels that are open for them, and the Jersey Royals have picked up on this and punished them time and time again. I mean, they managed to get one on the board. It is Srika who does technically score, but again, it's a gifted goal.
That was a messy goal at that. I mean, if you look at both Baloo and Jeezy trying to actually defend and get out of the situation, and it's just a bad touch on Jeezy's side, knocking it in and giving Srika the goal.
It was, but I think that was intended. I think they felt bad
a player such as Jeezy, who seems to have a lot of control in the air on the ball, I don't think that that's a mistake you do make. So you're probably right. It probably wasn't intentional. Have this one goal. Thank you guys for playing with us. I mean, Swordfish definitely are playing like champions in terms of that they're not giving up. They're giving it their all. They know they're outmatched, right?
Yeah.
But here they are fighting forwards. And I love to see that in teams who find themselves in these situations, because often you see teams tilt, or they get upset, or they leave, or they don't know how to play, or they just turtle it out. But here they are fighting forwards, and it's great to see.
It really is, and it's part of the whole spirit of esports. Is it's the community behind it. It's all about having fun at the end of the day, and that's what these 3 teams are here to do. Of course, you want to win as well, but it doesn't mean anything at the end of the day. But we're going to go to a quick break whilst we get set up for the next match. I think it's going to be a rematch between the Rhinos and the Royals, and that's a shorter one to watch out for. So don't go anywhere, ladies and gents. We will be right back.
I just wanna. Everybody now. Oh yeah. Stop your feet. I just wanna. Stop your feet. Everybody now. Stop your feet. I just wanna. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh no. Stop your feet. Everybody now. Stop your feet. I just wanna. Oh yeah. Oh, stop your feet. Oh no.
the near of what it could be. Pieces of my mind are yours. I forgot the parts I'm missing. I pretend that we are okay, like nothing's ever broken. And I pretend that we are dancing, like the nights are never
What's up, guys? And we are back with probably the match that matters. I don't know if that means anything to anyone else, but that means a lot to me because just the Royals and the Rhinos, once again, it is the two teams who look really strong.
They do indeed, and to be fair, it was always going to be out of one of these two teams. The Swordfish have just been flung by the wayside like waste product. Nobody wants them at this stage in the game. We do reach the second best of three series between all three teams. Now, we start where we continue where we started off, I should say, with the Royals versus the Rhinos, where the Royals narrowly scraped a victory despite such a dominating match one. Now, I don't expect it to be the same situation this time round, where I think, quite possibly, the Rhinos will take this one.
I would love to see the Rhinos take this one. Firstly, because it will result in a log draw, and then who knows what happens, Chris? Because I don't know what happens when the log is a draw.
Everyone's a draw, and everyone's a winner. That's what matters.
This is true. And immediately off to an explosive start. Jersey no longer playing lackadaisically. They are ready to go, and they're ready to rumble. It's Jeezy just knocking the ball in the air over Monster Penguin. Goal is a little bit open. Ace in that channel. Not Penguin, but Monster Penguin does manage to make his way back, but Baloo with the aerial play is going to keep it there and hope to get a goal from it. Jeezy and Baloo. Once again, this dynamic duo, what can they bring out for us here?
Well, Ace just managed to touch up, tries to find the maze, not able to do so as Baloo is swinging on by, tries to find the bottom corner, but Squid just cannot get there to redirect it home. Ace is there on the defensive side of things as Jesse goes up high as he likes to do so ever so often, but this time it will be away from a maze that him and Penguin got to try and break their way through.
Squid was there, he was ready to deflect that if he needed to. And a very strong performance from the Rhinos off the get-go, and that's a good long foot. Squid is waiting for the goal. This time's the hit. Unfortunately, it goes wide. And now Rhinos are pushing it forward. Amaze knocking him into the air onto that left-hand side, and he's just going to pop it up with the bumper of his car. Although Jersey are there to defend it and take it back towards the opposing goal.
Baloo follows it up once again, tries to find Jez in the middle. It is missed by Ace, one of the players you would expect to really swing on by and hit that one, but Amaze is there to follow it up flying through the air, just doesn't have enough boost to try and make anything of it, as Monster Penguin now tries to do something of it, tries to push it off the backboard, but no one there in support. And now it is the Jersey Royals away with the ball. Baloo should surely tap this one home. It is Squid with the final touch, and it is 1-0 to the Jersey Royals.
Royals finding that opening they need. And what I find interesting right here is both teams are so sure of their touches. If they want to touch the ball, they do. And it's definitely going to make this a really close match. Rhinos not making as many mistakes as they were the first time the two teams played each other.
No, certainly learning from their mistakes and now getting into the swing of things. Ace trying to be the aggressor once again, but Penguin wants to try and push his way up, gets the ball up as far as possible, but again it is bounced straight away back with Jeezy. And now Baloo hits it again, long, far and wide. Penguin just can't get the touch to try and see it through.
Oh, off the crossbar. It is now Jersey's turn to hit that crossbar. And let's hope that it's not going to be Rhino's to repeat it as well. As Ace moves downfield, a nice little bit of a hit from Amaze to center it. And Ace ruins that from Monster Penguin, who's ready to get that hit on. He's making his way back to the fence as Jersey are now working it forward fast. Shot is on, goes a bit wide. Squid with another setup is going to find his way towards Baloo, who's ready to receive. And he's just going to knock it back across the goal, but Ace going to defend that one out. Rhinos doing really well here, knowing exactly where they need to be and when they need to be there.
Exactly, that Baloo manages to pass it back to Jeezy. Not able to get the hit off. Baloo follows it once again, but Amazed. Fantastic work from him being able to read the situation, tries to get out as far as possible, but all three players from the Jersey Royals are now being the aggressors. They might have to rotate round again as Amazed is trying to do its absolute best to try and get his team back into this.
We just moved back for a moment in time. It looked a bit worrying. It looked like Rhinos were going to be able to take that goal and score it. But here we are. They find themselves once again in Rhinos' half. And they have gotten a lot of possession here. If you had to look at half percentage, I would say that the Jersey Royals are sitting a lot more in the half of Rhinos. And Rhinos are sitting in Jersey Shore's half. Jersey Royals.
Slight different bits, but respect
slightly different people too.
Jersey does a fantastic job of then reaching up high, pushing that one out towards Baloo, who will be the aggressor, but he can't get past Amaze, who's been amazing in defense thus far. Trying again, Squid, trying to poke this one down towards the bottom corner! Oh, that's a mistake. Oh, a big mistake from the Alphen Rhinos there as this Squid manages to push it on, hits the corner, and just bounces straight the way back and bounces into the net. 2-0.
And Rhinos come back from this crossbar once again. For Jersey Royals, they have found their momentum, their footing, and now they're just unfettered, unwavering in their approach towards the Rhinos. In the second game that they were playing together, easy, knocking it away from Monster Penguin. Amaze going in the sky, and is going to miss that one, leaving it on Ace, the man in the back line, to try and defend it. Amaze getting taken out. Got an opening for the Royals, but it's not going to happen because that ball's going to find itself all the way on the outside.
Amazed did a fantastic job of even keeping that in the opposition half there, just by blocking the shot that was coming in. And again, they're just rotating around, trying to be a pain in the backside. They're not having to do so right now. Ace flying up high. Jesse once again in the right position to deny them, and it's once again just clinging to the wall like he's Spider-Man. Managing to stop the attack from coming to the full fruition. It's 7 seconds left on the clock. 2 goals of difference. Baloo hits it long, hard, and wide, and it's going to be the end of that. The Alphen Rhinos will fall to the Jersey Royals for game number 1.
Is this a metaphor of how royalty go hunting for wildlife?
I mean, it is if you
Kill
make
them.
it.
Well, I just did, Chris. I just made it. I just made it a comparison. I mean, we are talking about rhinos versus swordfish. Now we're talking about royalty killing the rhinos, Chris. It's a serious issue.
I mean, it is now. Why are you putting this in my mind?
It was a good half. Good first match from the Royals. Not too much of a domination, so the Rhinos can definitely bring this back. And they have shown that they know how to do that. They loosened up a bit near the end, so if they can just tighten it up in general, it's definitely going to be a great second match.
Well, absolutely. You can already see the differences between these two teams from their first matchup. They've now learned from each other and are now being much more aggressive when they need to. And it does seem as if the nerves have finally been shifted from the Rhinos, because now when they're flying through the air and contesting against the opposition, they're hitting their targets and they're not whiffing as often as they were in the early stages. So we might be able to turn this one right the way back around.
Well, let's hope they do. Let's hope that maybe the Rhinos actually win this, because, you know, throw that spanner in the works. I want to see the spanner. I want to see it get thrown.
I want to see a game 3.
I also would like to see a third game, because I don't think, as much as you wanted, that the Swordfish are going to make a match 3 in this series.
I mean, it would be nice, but it's a big ask, I think, at this stage. Swordfish.
They're going to bring in some ringers and just pretend it was them
Just
the whole
get some
time.
pro players in.
Yeah.
That'd be fine. I'm sure that's not against the rules at all.
Definitely not. It's perfectly legal
Good
in
news.
any esports competition.
Well, what do you expect to see out of these two teams for the next game then? Do you because
I want to see Rhinos be more aggressive. They held back a lot more, and we saw that when they are aggressive, they actually do get the goals. So if they can come out here a bit more aggressive. In this situation, you only really had a Maze attacking for Ace and Penguin just backing off slightly. So the whole team just being a bit more aggressive could definitely yield some good results for them. And already Maze's aggression just working out for him, just getting that ball on the outside of the field and getting up a nice setup for Monster Penguin. Fortunately, was defended by the Royals.
yeah, great defense it was as well, but Ace and Amaze now just pushing a little bit too high up. Blue was in a fantastic position, but then was denied. Penguin trying to dribble this one as high as possible, trying to put it into the middle for his teammates, but yes, he is there, as well as Blue trying to be the pinpoint in this aggression once again. Oh,
Yeah, but you said, "Oh, I thought there was something really exciting happening." But
he
there
just
wasn't.
missed.
I must have just missed it. And there's the cross from Squid and Blue. Going to be working their way up. Squid and Blue, looks like there's a bit of a communication breakdown. More Jersey Royals, not as clinical as they were before. Really bring that back, because it is giving the Rhinos some opportunity to push this ball forwards. Maze, once again, with a beautiful touch, is set up for Ace, who is going to score it! That's what you want to see. The Rhinos take the lead in the second match.
Yeah, lovely work again. Amazed with the first touch, pushing it straight away off the backboard. Who Ace to follow that one up and poke that one home to the top left corner. They do take the lead in game number 2. Well, they continue to see this one out. What will the Royals have something to say about it?
I think the Royals are always going to have something to say about things. That's why they're royalty. And Squid immediately, great setup by Blue on the crossbar. Squid right there just to capitalize. Get it almost immediately.
Yeah, really well worked. Amazed though, just stood static in the goal. Not what you want to see. Not what you can really do about that. And now tied up at 1 apiece as Squid gets the opening touch and pushes it straight up into the Rhinos' half.
Yeah. It always seems to be the case that it's living mostly in the Rhinos' hands. Easy! And that was cheeky. I think the Royals have had enough of playing game changers.
I think so. They want this one over and done with. And look at that. Just easy. Amazing ability to control the car. Flying through the air. Slams it home. 2 goals in quick possession. See the tides turn and they do take the lead. The Royals now wanting to get their foot back into the position they wanted to, and they could see a third goal flying. Cheesy! There it is.
No, it is the Cheesy Show. Right here, right now. He doesn't even need teammates at this point.
I mean, I feel like he might.
He probably does, but he doesn't.
1v3 wouldn't be fair, man. It's kind of a
I
close
think it
game as
wouldn't be
is.
fair for the Rhinos.
Well. I'm sorry, Rhinos. I believe in you. especially when you're doing things like that.
Oh! That was an unfortunate defense from the Royals. Just trying to knock it up, but it went straight into the crossbar. Oh, but Penguin was actually there. Blue actually defended that, and then Penguin just flew right through him.
I didn't know penguins could fly.
He can fly for a little bit.
Well then, there you go.
Exactly like a Rocket League car. Fly same way a Rocket League car. Oh, amazing! Out of nowhere! What is happening here, Chris? 2 quick Jersey goals followed immediately by 2 quick Rhino goals.
And that's 2 mistakes by their key player in blue. He's just, I don't know what's going on. It's like the switch has been flipped. He's just shut himself down and he's conceded 2 very quick goals. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock. That is 4 goals within the space of a minute. Oh, and it could have been 5.
Oh, that could have been the first goal for Jeezy. He is playing phenomenally. Or 3rd goal for him, but you know what I meant.
Oh no. Oh, so unlucky that Penguin almost got a touch as it's all come across goal, not able to connect with it in the end, but now Squid comes away with that. Penguin looking to try and defend. Ace though trying to push his way back and stop the opposition from pushing their way through. Maybe try to get a demo if they can. Ace trying to push his way up. Penguin trying to just get a hit on it at all, but Maze is there to follow it up. Oh, this is getting exciting now.
Yeah, it is definitely getting exciting. Sorry for the awkward pause there. I just couldn't think of the words to use in this game because it's really ramping up the pace. And Maze and Ace not holding back. Penguin learning how to fly has left Baloo in a state of fear as he's running out of honey and he doesn't have Moby left.
Nothing there. Maze though picks it up in midfield, tries to get the little flip onto that one to flick it over the Baloo, but not able to connect. Ace is there to those sweet things up as Baloo looks sure to be able to touch that one home. Jeezy though with a double touch off the back post, not going to come to fruition. This is again Penguin on the defensive side of things. He has been amazing back there on his own.
Yeah, Penguin doing really well. Ace now shooting it forwards. Jeezy just trying to get a sneaky touch on it. Doesn't miss it, but Baloo is there to cover from. Oh, and that's going to be on the crossbar for the setup for Ace. Ball is slow. Jeezy with the defense, but Amaze is still flying through the air. Baloo needs to clear this out of the situation nearly, but Ace is going to steal it away. 1 minute to go, and this is turning out to be quite a matchup as Penguin has controlled the ball. Jeezy out of the situation, lets the goal open, but Amaze unable to get a touch that is needed. And this is Rhinos that they paid forward. Squid gets revenge. Amazed out. Goal once again open. Let's see what they can do. Ball is no follow through. Royals, find your players because you guys need to get this goal. You have 30 seconds to do it, and then we're going to be in that overtime mark.
I was so surprised that nobody was following that one up. It was a fantastic ball across the face of goal, and all 3 players from the Elfin Rhinos all missed the ball, and now they're just trying to push their way forward as much as possible. Squid's back in defense though, as well as Jeezy, so they managed to finish that one away, but again, it's Penguin and Ace who are there closest to the ball. Amaze will be back to just defend. Squid tries to get a little touch, but no, Ace doesn't want to see that one end just yet. 3 seconds left on the clock. There's no way that this is going over. This is going to overtime, surely.
Rhino's defense just went absolutely phenomenal in that final minute. And there was no chance the Royals were going to score. Overtime now. Ace and Squid bat heads on the ball. Goes out to Baloo. But Amaze with a beautiful aerial is going to get the goal. Amaze out of nowhere in the air. And that is 7 seconds to a goal against a very strong team. Well played to the Rhinos.
What just happened? What? We had such an epic ending to the game where it was just bouncing back and forth between each other, and then the Royals just seemed to part ways. 2 of them went for the same ball. The other one was rotating around to get the boost, but Amaze was the quickest to react and just slammed it home within 7 seconds of overtime. Just game 3, come on!
You wanted the 3rd match, and there was no better, more action-packed way to do it than that. Overtime, in the air, Amazed, just phenomenal plays.
It was. To be able to read the situation like that and fly through, and again, with the accuracy to hit it on target, superb.
Absolutely going to be an amazing third match, I feel. I think Amazed has his eye in. He's got Ace there. He's got Penguin, who's just been phenomenal on defense, and it's going to be a great match.
It is indeed, and we go into match number 3 now. The Alpha Rhinos are already on the back foot, as it is the Royals who look to be the aggressors straight off the rip. They do have a lot of control as it is, and Jeezy is doing as much as possible to keep the Rhinos from being able to play with the ball at all.
Over the crossbar, no follow through from the Royals. Penguin was looking for that nice tight defensive. Oh no, actually I have this the wrong way around. Now it is in the Rhinos half, and Penguin is going to lose.
Jesse tries to flick it on, not able to connect with it strongly enough to make it a shot on goal though, and the Rhinos on their defensive duties. Ace does miss the aerial, but it's okay because it's followed up by a teammate in Balloon. Again, keeping the ball in the Rhinos half, just making sure that they can't do anything with it. Jesse though, once again flying through the air like a rocket.
That was a beautiful setup. Beautiful setup by Blue. Easy from the center of the field, just flies up, perfectly angled, perfectly timed. That man knows how to fly.
He does indeed, and he knows how to control those flying as well, which is superb. And there's that man once again on the ball, lifting it forward for his team, but Monster Penguin doing the exact same thing right the way back at Ace. With the ball into the middle, is anyone there to clean it up? It is. It's going to be Baloo, who's being a pain for the side of the Rhinos thus far. And then Maze now trying to put it into a position for him and his teammates.
They definitely have air control, however, do the Royals, and I worded that clearly because why word things correctly? Jeezy is doing things like that as he gets the ball onto the crossbar. Baloo in to follow up onto the crossbar once again. Baloo's still there. He is going to get bashed away by Maze and Ace. Going to cross it out. Squid waiting for that. It's not going to happen. Great defense from the Rhinos. Jeezy just going to bash it back. Pops it in the air. No follow through though, and that could have been dangerous as Monster Penguin flies through. Not able to connect. Ace eventually does connect, and then a Maze right after. So great setup from Ace off the crossbar. A very bad pop by the defense, leading to a goal for the Rhinos.
Yeah, it all came down to Baloo missing the initial read. Like he just went that a little bit too early, didn't read it coming off the crossbar, and as soon as he missed that, his teammates then tried to make up for the mistake, at which point it was already too late. The Alpha Rhinos now coming back into the game, tying things up at 1 apiece, and Monster Penguin already straight back onto the attack. Wants this one to be theirs absolutely so badly, but not going to happen just yet. Amazing defense coming in once again from the Jersey Royals.
The Royals tightening up a bit, and they need to tighten up because they have been a bit slack, and it has resulted in that one goal. There we go, knocking it upfield. Squid in chasing, but Amazing's going to knock it away. Almost in the goal though, and almost by Jeezy himself. At that angle that it needed as it hits the crossbar. Blue though doesn't have control, is going to get knocked out by Amazing. Squid going to go out for the air, popped up. Is Jeezy going to be there? He is, and just going to pop it back forward again. They just tennis matching this ball around the field. Squid now going for the cross. Blue for the setup, and he waves off just before he has a chance to do it, and the ball is going to be rushed forward by the Rhinos as they charging forwards. Monster Penguin in the air, bashes away from control of Blue, but Squid's going to be there, and that's the target on goal. Ace with the save. This is phenomenal play here. Jeezy though, just stop it from being able to go all the way to the other side.
This is much better from the Rhinos. They're now being able to read the ball and being able to read the Royals' movement, and now they're being able to be aggressive as much as physically possible. Maze the Monster Penguin so high up into the opposition's half that they must have to rotate back to try and pick up some boost now, which is exactly what they want to do. Squid trying to push it out because he doesn't want the ball there, but it does manage to come away with Baloo. Jesse there is now in support, tries to flick it off the wall, but Ace reads it beautifully once again and will once again fly through the air. This could be a shot on goal. It's actually in. Ace has somehow found the net from the halfway line. The Royals just parted ways once again. And this is a lead for the Rhinos.
The Rhinos now taking the lead. Puts Jersey in a bad situation. And as you saw, just a bit of a mistime by Baloo, not able to get the defense on that ball. Jersey players too far forward, and it just sailed perfectly into that goal. Ace is going to be happy with that.
Oh, he absolutely is. He'll be proud of that. Well, that's one thing to remember, especially up against a formidable team in the Royals.
Pops it up. Ace is going to be there to meet it. Monster Penguin clearing it out easy. Going to collect Jezzy. I think calling him Jeezy.
It's probably one of the two. I'm not 100% sure how to say his name, but I believe it's Jezzy. If you put an A in it would be Jazzy.
Not wrong. Squid with the cross though. Oh, it just bashes a bit too hard. Jezzy was there to collect it. Unable to capitalize. Ace now with a nice step. That's going to be defended by Jezzy at the last moment. This ball is just flying all over the place 15 seconds before the Rhinos take the match. However, Jezzy with a nice step. Squid's going to be there, but he misses. And that's unfortunate. Ace going for the goal. Goal hungry are the Rhinos. And that's going to be it. Unfortunately, the hopes of winning this one do not rest in the hands of the Royals.
It doesn't this time round. The Rhinos retaliate back for their earlier loss with a win of their own. I think that now ties them both up with the equal amount of wins, meaning the next two games against the Swordfish should theoretically go to either side, meaning it's going to end in a tie.
Yeah, we're looking at a... they currently tied 2-2. So you're probably looking at the end goal of this being a 4-4 tie on the log. I don't know if that's going to get resolved or if we just go, this is a fun, friendly tournament and you both won because you're both actually really good teams. And unfortunately, Swordfish just happened to be the team that isn't as good.
Yeah, possibly. But we'll get a bit more clarification on that on the break, which is coming up right now. So don't go anywhere. We still continue our Rocket League evening with the Swordfish taking on the Alphen Rhinos.
Right. turn toward me and look so weak. I've never seen you with such tired eyes. And everything we said we'd be, we just traded for a suit coat and a tie. And underneath the rows of trees, I will see you where the ocean meets the sky. Under your toes, the fire grows. You are ready for a different kind of life. You're silent for the wind is cold. You must return to the wild. You're silent for the wind is cold. You must return to the wild. Follow me down, there's no one around. Lay back and take your socks and shoes right off. That natural light is so damn polite, can make you feel just like you were young again. Standing underneath the rows of trees, I can see you where the ocean meets the sky. Under our clothes, a fire grows. We are ready for this life of running wild. We're running wild. Underneath the rows of trees, I will see you where the ocean meets the sky.
We are back with the Open Bar Rocket League tournament brought to you by City League, and a very cool thing of having the players on camera while they're playing. I think that's pretty awesome. I just watched that reaction clip of the Rhinos beating the Royals. I thought that was really epic. And Chris, what do you have to say about all of this?
I love it. I love that touch. I mean, you don't seem to get that sort of reaction on an online tournament, so you don't really get to see the players and see how they kind of react to these sort of situations. But I love the touch by City League to install a webcam into there so that they can pick up on these just little interactions between the players. And we saw just there, it was a little celebration when they beat their, I would say, rivals, because obviously the Royals had beat them the first time round. But regardless of that, we're going to get into our next game. It will be game number 5 for the night. It is, of course, the Alphen Rhinos taking on those Swordfish in, well, what should most likely be a Rhino win, but the Swordfish may have done a bit of practice and a bit of strategizing in the break.
Well, let's see what they can come up with. They've had a moment to recollect. They've had a game to kind of just watch Rhinos and the Jersey Royals just go at it again, but it doesn't seem like much has changed. Still a bit of clustering here and there, still a bit disorganized, and it gives Rhinos a nice opening to get back on.
Yeah, but to be fair, it does look like they're learning, because I did notice them rotating back around to try and defend. They just happened to whiff a couple of the shots, so they are learning from their mistakes, but then they go ahead and do that.
Yeah, then they all just pile into the goal with a monster penguin. I will say the prospect of a Swordfish learning is scary. They will take over. They'll just stab everyone on the planet.
Yeah, but then they still need to be able to walk.
But if they can learn how to make themselves.
Yeah, but dolphins learn.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure dolphins don't want to learn how to walk because they don't have swords on their nose.
They think of a way. Regardless, the Rhinos have managed to find a second goal, amazed with just a tiny little deft touch to just outdo Russ as he tries to swing back on the defensive side of things. With 1 minute, 4 seconds on the clock, the Alphen Rhinos are taking control back.
I love the composure of the Rhinos to not let their discipline and training disappear in a match they know they can win. when they know it's not going to be a hard fight. You see them still sticking to their strats. You see them still splitting the channels. It's really good to watch. And Swordfish Russ just getting a cheeky goal in there. A bit of a mistimed defense by Monster Penguin.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surprise because he's been pretty solid all night so far, but it could have just been a temporary blip. If they get any more on the board, then it certainly will have changed the way that this will be played. But so far, Penguin wants to get back up. He has read that beautifully, puts that straight away back in the middle. The ball has been missed. I think that was near at the end of that, and you hate to see it.
A bit of a misread by Threeka. He could have got the defense on that, just missed it, and Ace was ready and waiting.
Beautiful read through from Penguin to be able to tap that ever so slightly off of the backboard. Ace tries to follow up with one of his own, but he's not able to connect with that one this time round. As the Swordfish
is nailing this aerial, is up in the air to Ace, who just gets the angle a little bit wrong, goes into the ground, doesn't quite find the goal. Threeka going to clear that out now, and there we go. Ball is just up in the air as Ace trying to just somehow get a goal on his own. It's going to be set up by Monster Penguin, however, and Amaze is there in the air, and he does get the touch he needs. That was so beautifully read. One word, Chris.
I don't think there's a word for what he just did. He just did a 360 horizontally to a backflip 360 to then poke it home.
What? I don't even know how he knew to be in the air at that moment in time.
It's a prophet. Well, that man is. Good
lose there.
Well, whatever it is, he is destroying the Swordfish right now, as are the rest of the Rhinos. Yeah, though, trying to put one across for their teammate, not able to connect with this one. Amazed with an open net, but Threeka back in the defensive duty once again, clears it away, trying to find an opening, but Ace and Squid are back there. Squid, sorry, wrong team. Ace and Amazed were back there to defend. I've lost the plot now. I've just gone.
Yeah.
That goal just completely blew my mind.
You've broken.
I'm broken.
You're broken.
Yeah,
you're
done.
broken. Yeah. Threeka definitely the star player of the Swordfish. He's just doing so much work clearing it out. He's got 2 saves already. Not counting the few saves he had that the Rocket League doesn't count as save. Oh, it's Monster Penguin almost not landing the goal. Just off the bar, open goal though for Ace as he's going to dribble downfield. Threeka is there though. Ace and Amaze trying to make something work. Ace not able to get that backflip though. And now Amaze is just chasing this ball around. They have to find a way to get it around Threeka because he is just a powerhouse. A brick wall on the side of Swordfish.
Yeah, he can't do it all alone. The teammates in Russ and Mia are kind of having a bit of a nightmare with trying to read the trajectory of the ball and be able to react to it. But the Rhinos are certainly not having that same issue as they are. 4-1 up and just having a lot of fun right now.
Yeah, I think they're just having, like you said, having a bit of fun, bopping the ball around. Just the experience of playing really. And like, I mean, we said this last time we saw Swordfish playing, and it's really what it's about. It's just playing and having fun. Threeka mistimes it though. Just ends up following behind the ball rather than on the side he should have been on.
Yeah, kind of just got caught, as we said, being static in around the central area of the goal. It's the worst position you could possibly be in because there's not much you can really do. You haven't got much in the way of trajectory to be able to force your way through, but it is what it is. It's going to be a 6-1 followed up again by Penguin, the hat-trick hero for this match. 4 seconds still left on the clock, and now we see the Rhinos on an absolute stampede.
And they have horns. It's a scary stampede.
Oof. That is, I wouldn't want to be in that. Reminds me of the Lion King. But I mean, there's a different kind of stampede, but you know, you get the gist.
That's like a party stampede.
A party stampede?
I don't know. Oh, you're talking about the wildebeest thing. Right. I thought you were talking about the initial scene where they all like, all the animals are
Oh no,
fighting.
I'm talking the death of Mufasa. Like, oh,
Spoilers, man. Spoilers.
look, if you've seen The Lion King now, then come on. I grew up on that. It's like one of my all-time favorite movies, and I'm really excited for the live-action one next year.
Yeah, the live action film does look really cool. Just as cool as a Maze is flying through the air, knocking the ball towards Maze. Isn't going to get that angle quite as right, and Monster is going to set it up for Maze once again, but they're just bashing the ball around. Not really too worried about which direction it goes in.
Nah, just going to try and dribble that one off. And the Rhinos take game number 1 of this best of 3, as everyone kind of really expected.
7-1 again, Chris.
They like that scoreline.
7-1 again.
Well, it's a pretty good scoreline,
think-
I'm not going to lie.
I think someone from the Rhinos is from Brazil.
Maybe?
I mean, look at the webcam right now. Those guys are having the most amount of fun. So that's at least a good thing out of this. They're laughing. They're playing here. They're here to just enjoy the game of Rocket League.
Exactly. I mean, that's all all of us are here to do. We're all enjoying Rocket League. It is a fantastic esport. It's one of my favourite to be a part of. Just because the games themselves are just always fun. Regardless if it's so one-sided, you see some amazing spectacles going on. So, it is what it is.
I just watched you disappear from your webcam.
I gotta put my mouse down on the ground because I'm away from my PC. My PC is like all the way over on the right hand side of the
You
room.
got like a wireless controller. You could just hold it.
That's what I need to do.
Yeah.
I need to get a wireless keyboard and mouse for when I'm casting, because my casting monitor's over
and
here.
a table that's just right next to you.
Well, that's the idea. I want to get one in front of me, so I can type and do what I need to, and then swivel it around if I need to, and continue. But it's all being added up. It's going to cost me a lot of money. I also need to upgrade my casting screen as well. So, yeah.
It's expensive.
Yeah,
Expensive
it is,
things to buy.
especially when we're trying to buy a house as well.
I see. I just embraced that I'm a millennial and I rent things.
I can't do that. It's so expensive. So expensive.
Yeah, rent in England is crazy expensive. Made straight off the bat gets a nice early goal. A Maze goal is as expensive as London.
I don't get that analogy.
I thought it would work, but it didn't.
It's a swing and a miss. I respect the effort.
Thank you.
Well, as much as I respect the effort coming in from the Swordfish, who have conceded a goal within the first 3 seconds, but they're still putting up a fight. They don't want to let this one go quite so easy, but amazed again.
What is this man doing? He's just on the wall. No one is there supporting him, and he's just, look at this. Bops it on his own, instant goal. He doesn't need a team.
He's essentially a ballerina of Rocket League. Like the way he just spins and twirls and makes it look pretty. I like it.
Way more beautiful than a ballerina.
Absolutely. Way more important as well.
I agree.
Oh my word.
And then Monster Penguin with a goal from the halfway line, basically, and in the air, and at an angle. What a fantastic shot. Swordfish could not do anything against that.
I mean, I think this is GG.
Floodgates have opened and Rhinos are pushing on through. There we go. Let's move from we're having fun to let's see how stylish we can be when we score goals.
And he's because let's face it, this was always going to be one-sided, but this is too one-sided. 4-0 in the space of 30 seconds, and then they're not giving the Swordfish any room to breathe here. They're going for a 5th straight off the back of this. Maze tries to put it across the middle of the goal, but no one of his teammates is there to follow up, and it's just chaos. It really is.
Yeah, chaos for the Swordfish who are all over the place. Rika trying to find some semblance of hope. Doesn't come down in the right position. He just misread that by a tiny amount. A little bit to the right and he would have defended that.
I'm just going to scroll through Twitter. So if you want to continue, that'll be fine. See what's going on in the world today.
Oh yeah, so we've tried Chris. Chris isn't here now. You only get me. He's gone. He was on Twitter while working. It wasn't working out for us.
I mean, it's
Just
so
like it's not
one-sided.
working out for the Swordfish.
It's so one-sided. It's there was hope for the Swordfish before this, but now I just feel sorry for them. They've come into a horrible situation, and they've still got to go up against the Jersey Royals after this, and that's never going to be fun. But
It's a bit disheartening for them for sure.
what do you say?
You take this as a learning opportunity. You know, you learn when you lose. You learn more when you lose than when you win. And I think they can use this. If they watch back the footage here, they watch how they're playing, they watch how, for example, the Rhinos are playing compared to how they're playing positioning-wise and everything-wise. There's so much they can learn from this. And actually win from this. A little bit of banter in the chat there from Flicker. Try getting as much as you can.
Maybe they'll hit double digits. Well, oh, that one comes close to being the 7th, but Russ managing to just squeeze their way back just in time. Ace not in a good enough position to be able to read that one and possibly get the 7th back on the board as we approach the 2.5 minutes in a maze from distance. Finds it, and that's 7-0.
That was a beautiful shot from Maze. This man can do no wrong right now. And as they say, Maze scores when he wants.
He does what he wants as well.
That is also true.
Yeah,
Breaks the laws of physics at the same time.
literally. It doesn't make any sense. I wish I could play Rocket League the way he plays it.
Oh, looks like they're setting it up for the Swordfish to score this one. And 3 He comes flying in. It was there.
7-1, Anthony.
They have 2 minutes and 30 seconds now to not score a goal. If they score a goal, they ruin their 7-1.
Yeah, but is it though? Come on. Are they really going to get a second one on the board? They've allowed them to score every game so far. What did they score last game?
They did, because it was 7-1 last game.
See, there we go again. And this time it's 8-1.
Maze not having the 7-1 anymore. Sneaky goal, 8-1. This is a walkover. What, Chris, you're right. What do we actually do here? Because there's limited action, there's goal after goal. It's kind of like we could just watch this with the viewers.
Yeah, it's essentially what I'm doing. I'm just chiming in every now and again. Ace puts a
Beautiful
note
goal.
in. We're going to be here all night at this rate.
just watching them knock in goals after goals.
It's like watching Brazil play a non-league team. It's disgusting.
What I love, I don't really love the one-sidedness of this, but I do love watching how much control Rhinos actually have in the air, on the ground, no matter where it is. The Rhinos are just always seem to be in some semblance of control. Even when Swordfish scored, it was mostly because the Rhinos set it up for them.
Yeah, and that's the one thing to really look at this from. So if you're one of the viewers, you're getting into Rocket League as it is. Watch how the Rhinos move the ball. Watch what they're doing. They're able to just fly through the air without a care in the world. It's just majestic at times.
That's a good way of putting it. It's majestic how they fly through the air with their blasts going on. Smiles on their faces as they play this match. Unfortunately, we don't see the faces of the Swordfish. We can't tell if they're smiling. But you can definitely see the smiles on the Rhinos' faces.
I mean, if I was part of the Swordfish, I would be semi-enjoying it, but not to that much of an extent. I mean, it's 9-1, probably about to be 10, and Ace gets his hat trick. First
Beautiful read of that deflection off the ground. Great play.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. But then again, that's what we've come to expect from the Rhinos. They've progressed through this tournament. They've been superb to watch. We may yet get to see them face off against the Royals at the end of this.
That would be a great game because it'll be a grudge match for the Royals, and I'd love to see it. Like I said, watch them progress. First game they played against the Royals, they got smashed, and you thought it's going to be the Royals show. They're not going to do much in that game. And then next half, they came out firing, brought it to a close series, and then you had them play against Swordfish. You had no idea what the Swordfish were, and you thought maybe the Swordfish will be as surprising as the Rhinos were against the Royals, but no, the Swordfish just happened to be the team that wasn't going to fit in this tournament.
Yeah, they have had a hard time of it. They really have, and I've got to give them credit for seeing this one through. You know, they've come out, they've had a tough time with two very tough opponents, but still, alongside that, they've learned. You can see that the way they're playing. They have learned how to defend a little bit better, but it's going to take a little bit more practice until they're at the stage of these two teams.
If you are the Swordfish right now, that's exactly it. You watch these VODs, you watch this game, you watch all these games in this tournament, because possibly it could be the first time Swordfish as a team are being broadcasted, given their ranking, I should say, given their inexperience in the game. And you can see it by the way that they move, their positioning, and the way they move around. You watch this, you look at, and like I said earlier, they look at what their positioning was doing, and then you look at what the other two teams' positioning was doing, who seem like a lot more experienced teams, have probably been playing this game a lot longer, know how to work together as a team, know how to get that synergy, and you learn from it and you grow from it. And then next time this happens, you come out with the exact same positioning, tactics, the way of movements, and really you're going to be doing 10 times better against Royals and against Rhinos.
Exactly. Well, they've got a quick break to learn from this mistake against the Alphen Rhinos as they go up against the Jersey Royals next. And if they somehow miraculously pull out a victory, it would see the Rhinos take tonight's Rocket League victory. And if they don't, the Rhinos and the Royals be tied at first place, and we may just have a playoff between them to see who will be crowned the victor. Well, don't go anywhere, ladies and gents. We will be right back after this short break. Don't go anywhere.
Sometimes I know I get drunk some nights. I know I get way too high. I just wanna live it up with you. I know that it won't be tense. I know when you've had enough. It's just how I show my love. Johnny, can I live it up with you?
Guys, welcome back to Swordfish again, taking on the Royals this time. Is it going to be any different? I do hope so. But before we get onto that, Chris, I want to talk about something serious.
Ooh,
that man Shark, that man is a party. Like, that entire City League is a party. He like comes up here and he's like, "What up, dude?" There's like music blaring, and then the producer's like, "Yeah, what up, dude?" It's crazy, man. Those guys are a party.
It sounds great. I'm not gonna lie. It sounds way better than
I want
to
go to the City League offices and just sit in there while they're doing broadcasts, because I want to be a part of that party.
Make it happen. Next summer, that'd be nice.
Yeah, just fly out to the Netherlands, join the party of City League.
I feel like that should be an attainable goal. What isn't an attainable goal, though, is the Swordfish beating the Royals at the end of the day. I'd love it to be the case, but I just don't think it will be. And we did have word that over the break, And there will be a final game played between the Royals and the Rhinos. Would the Royals win this game? So we will have a definite winner at the end of this.
I like the fact that there is going to be a definite winner, but what could really, what could be amazing is imagine if Swordfish won this game. Then why is there an Evo final? Just like completely mess up everyone's plans by winning.
Yeah, well, Jesse, being in the right position at the right time, gets the first goal on the board, just a deft touch to see it over the players of the Swordfish. Look at this. Just a slight little dink. Sees it into the top left corner. Puts them 1-0 up.
One 0 and first touch is on. Ball doesn't go quite where they wanted to go, but Swordfish Rust unable to barely capitalize on his position as Blue and Jersey just going to dribble this up the field. The quick pass between the two results in a nice easy goal from Jersey.
Yeah, lovely passing play. Baloo, Jesse combining up once again. Tough little angle for Jesse, still managing to squeeze it through onto the front post. It's his second of the game. Already just a minute played, and they are able to get a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, we go 2-goal lead. Baloo just pops it over the head of Swordfish Rust. Oh, I've just noticed something. We have lost Rika. We've lost their star player. I don't know if he's Swordfish Rust number 3, because Swordfish Rust the 4th was always there.
Possibly. Ah. But isn't that a strange turn of events? No wonder they're conceding goals so easily.
You say that, but
yeah, but it was always
I also want to see if like Swordfish Rust the 3rd brings it out, then we know that secretly is Rika.
Well, only time will tell. Well, they conceded 3 already. Trying to get back into this one. Swordfish do manage to get up into the Royals end of the field, but 3 of them clatter together as Baloo tries to find an opening. The ball comes straight across and big defense from Swordfish Rust the 3rd.
Yeah, I think that's the man's Rika reincarnated as a rusty Swordfish.
That's bad juju.
A bit more bunching by Swordfish. This game didn't. Last game they seemed a bit more coordinated, a bit more organized. They're once again going back into that junior football style. Everyone rushed for the ball, and it's really playing in favor of the Royals as Blues just getting some really good pop over the heads, over the brooms of the Swordfish. Jesse with a great turnaround movement. Oh, off the post! That would have been a phenomenal goal from him, and Squid missing that defense does have forced Blue to get back and cover himself.
Yeah, Blue trying to juggle it on the right hand side of the field. He doesn't want to get that easy goal. He wants to go for the fancy goals. Jezza tries to follow up from the Squid pass into the midfield. Not able to connect with it in the end, and now Blue flipping, flying through the air. Can he follow this one up? Doesn't want it. Not fancy enough for him.
Are Royals just playing with their food right now?
Absolutely.
But it looks like it. About going to go, oh, no, I don't want to score it right now. But there we go, Disney had enough, does actually put in a solid attempt and hit the bar, the side bar. I don't know what you call it in the watch. The wall.
I'd still call it the post.
Post?
Maybe?
Off the top post. Post for days.
Right, for the mailman. Call him the mailman.
So, petition to rename Jersey Royals to the Jersey Mailman.
Yep. Done. That's what they're now known as. But they're always bringing the post and they always deliver. Except on Sundays.
Once again. Wow. This is something to watch. It's missing the finesse of the Rhinos. It's missing the finesse of the Mains. It's just kind of hit the ball, see what happens. On both sides, right?
Yeah, I feel like it's more the Royals trying to get a little bit more fancy with their goals. They want a spectacle. They want to be able to upload these onto their montages on YouTube later on.
I mean, who doesn't?
I
Who
don't.
doesn't want to upload it on their montage, right?
I mean, I'm more of a sniper montage guy anyway.
Sure. I have montages of me just sprinting around Arma 3. I'm more of a running montage.
There you are.
But,
Even
you know,
Rocky had a montage.
different types of montaging. Yeah, Rocky did. Rocky is also a running montage. Right?
See?
Running and punching.
A lot of punching.
Oh, Baloo, that's such a good shot! And that was such a great setup from Squid. Oh, that was Jazzy. My bad. No, it was Squid.
No, it was a team effort.
Oh,
Squid to
went
Baloo to
Squid,
Jazzy.
Baloo, Jazzy. Right, I see what happened there. That was phenomenal. I mean, Jazzy didn't even need to touch that. Baloo's shot was perfect.
I think it was. I don't know. The angle, it kind of looked like it might have just been a little bit wide, but...
Are you on Twitter again?
No, I'm actually paying attention.
You have an addiction, alright?
I have an
You need to see
addiction to
someone-
cups of tea.
We needed a... Oh, Jazzy and Baloo, the one-on-one. Quick pass, back and forth. It's Jazzy, that final goal, 2 seconds left. That was a beautiful play. Straight to Baloo, it's knocked straight back into Jazzy.
That's what I mean, the synergy between these two. Lovely. Just be able to pass
Absolutely
it.
fantastic.
I wish I had a
Oh,
duo like
Jazzy
that.
misses the kickoff though. Oh, it's not going to matter when there's 2 seconds left.
It's
That
not.
was actually it's actually a smart play by Jazzy because by not attacking the ball didn't go flying into the air, so the game made it quicker.
Easy. See? Thinking about it. Knows how to finish the game as quick as possible.
Using our minds.
Yes. Rocket League is a
I mean,
thinking
obviously
game.
they do want to get to that final because that's going to be that is the game that is going to be an absolute banger of a match.
Oh, absolutely. That's going game 3 again.
This is just play with your food before the main course.
Oh, yeah. It's just a starter.
Yeah,
Easy.
and not even like a decent starter. One of those like fancy starter that has like 1 carrot on it.
And that's a swordfish steak starter.
Blue, 3 seconds in, off to the kickoff, bounces up, pushes it over, sword burst, nut force, sword burst rust, swordfish rust, the boss head. Wow, I made a new name for him.
Yeah. Don't know where that came from, but it is what it is. Maybe they can get a burst of energy and somehow come back into this one, but with 3 seconds on the clock and the first goal already being made, Baloo doesn't want to finish that one because, again, it's not good enough for him. But
This doesn't have the style. Oh, but there we go. Just pops it onto his head, carries it forward. Squid double jumps through. Great goal.
yeah, lovely team effort. Baloo just spiking it up to smash it home. 2-0.
I think you need a burst of energy. I think that's what's happening. Is all your energy has been sapped by this game.
I mean, it has a little, not gonna lie, but I'll have more energy once we get into the grand finals. I'll hype it right the way up then, because those 2 teams will be hotly contested. Whereas it's a little bit one-sided, and a swordfish has basically just rolled over and allowed its tummy to be tickled.
What do you think a swordfish tummy feels like? I think it's soft. Do you think it just
No.
feels like the rest of the swordfish?
I feel like it's quite coarse. Oh, Baloo, that's lovely.
Well, actually, swordfish are thin, right? They're like fish. They're not like a dolphin shape. They're because
Yeah,
it's the
they're narrow,
marlins.
yeah.
Well, it's the marlins and the narwhals are the dolphin shaped with a spike on their face. The swordfish are like fish, so technically their belly is like a fin, like just a point of their thinness and thing, right?
I would have thought so, yeah.
I'm not a swordfish expert. Clearly, you're not a swordfish expert, right?
No,
So
I'm not very good with animals.
Oh, hopefully, maybe there's someone in chat who knows what a swordfish really is. You can drop some knowledge on this.
I mean, that would be interesting. I would have thought it'd be similar to a dolphin.
No, that's a marlin.
Yeah,
I'm
but-
gonna Google what a swordfish looks like.
Yeah, okay. I'll do my best at casting what's left of this. Still 3 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock. It is, of course, 4-1 to the Jersey Royals. The Swordfish did manage to snatch one goal away, but again, it was just a minor blip in the Jersey Royals' master plan. As it is Baloo flying through the air once again, passes it off to Jezzy, who's unable to find the target this time around, but will probably use the wall to his advantage to fly high through the air and support his teammates for the pass across middle.
Yeah, a swordfish is just it's just a big fish with a spiky nose. So, I mean, its belly is probably just scaly and fish-like.
Oh, that's boring. A little bit
Yeah.
soft and squidgy like a marshmallow.
Why?
Why
It's
not?
not a hedgehog, right? It doesn't have soft squishy bits.
Why wouldn't it?
Because
I
it's
feel
a
like
fish.
that's why it's got a sword for a face.
I'm pretty sure it has a sword for a fish because it is a fish, and fish are easily eaten anyway.
Nah, it's not good enough reason.
Well, I'm sorry that you don't agree with thousands of years of evolution to give a fish a sword on it.
I mean, I agree with evolution, I just disagree with the reasoning behind its evolution. Well, your reasoning as to why it evolved into that.
Yeah, well, my reasoning is probably horrendously wrong.
Probably. Mine also probably way off. But it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter because the swordfish in this game have evolved a little bit, and they seem to be getting some semblance of control back. Never mind, because Squid knocks the ball in without the balloon.
I mean, it's so one-sided. So one-sided. I don't know what more I can say. I'm running out of things to say, which is rare for me.
You've been oddly quiet.
It's only because it's very difficult to cast a one-sided game. And I don't think I've seen...
That's where the challenge is, Chris. It's easy to cast an action game. This is where you've
work
got
all
to
day.
shine as a caster, as a human being. This is where like everything you ever learned about entertaining and casting comes into play, and you can go, wow, this is such a fun, amazing game because look,
It
it's
is a
Swordfish
fun,
never
amazing
giving
game.
up.
I love Rocket League. I'm just
But I
having
make me
a...
believe that. You gotta sell them.
Look, right, I'll sell it to you in the next game. Because this is a tough sale.
Good salesman would be able to sell it.
Yeah, but I'm not a salesman, I'm an IT technician, so there's a big difference.
Just pretend it's a piece of code that you gotta crack.
See, again, that's a developer's job. Like, I don't touch that. I tell people to turn it off and on again.
I have nothing for you then. Your life sounds soulless and meaningless.
It is. It sucks. You know what's soulless and meaningless right now?
This match.
The way
I think there's
in which
I think there's soul in this match. I just think it's meaningless.
I feel bad because I
Oh,
feel
Jesse, what a shot.
feel like it's more to do with the Jersey Royals just hammering the opposition. Like, that's what's soulless. I mean, they've got one goal on the board, but it's bad times if you're a Swordfish fan, really.
Are they meant to not hammer them?
I mean,
What do you want from the Jersey Royals right now, Chris? Tell me what you want.
I don't know. but I feel the way that they're playing with their food is a bit harsh.
I mean, that's just typical Royal for you.
It is, yeah. Well, it's okay.
Yeah.
There's 5 seconds remaining. It's all nearly over. We will be going to a final between the Royals and the Rhinos to crown the champion of the City League Open Bar. And that will be very, very shortly, because we're going to go to a quick break to regain composure, get hyped, get amped for the final that is lying ahead. So don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. The grand final is upon us in just a few moments' time.
Get excited, Chris.
I'm trying, bro.
Oh, apparently we're on. Hi. We already went to break, and now we're here, and Chris left. So
I
we'll
sat down.
see.
I sat down at
We'll
the
see you
producing desk.
in a short while for that grand final that we just spoke about. Yes.
Yes. Hey.
Round and round we go, losing self-control. I keep telling myself, but I don't wanna let you know. Is this what we become? Strangers on the run, looking for something, chasing the sun. All those days, trying to find a place where you'll make them just be alone. All those nights lying by your side, like it's a vibe, feeling it shine under your spotlight. Like it's a vibe under your spotlight. That's the way every day goes. Looking back, I know we started falling. We were falling in love, yeah. Took my heart and you rode off. Was I feeling never enough for you, baby? When you left me chasing you, trying to find a place where we can be alone. All those nights lying by your side, like it's a vibe,
think, are we live? No, no.
Back from the dead.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're all invited to go fucking mental on this.
What's up, guys? Welcome to that moment you've been waiting for. It is Rhinos Royals Grand Final. I don't know what Chris is doing. Look like he was dabbing in the background there, but it's an exciting time. Chris found his energy playing a trumpet. That man is crazy.
I am.
Save me.
I am completely crazy, and there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing.
It's true. You're in London and I'm all the way in Johannesburg. So.
I'm actually not in London, so...
You're not in London and I'm all the way in Johannesburg, so...
Shame on you. Shame on you.
I don't know where you live. I don't stalk you.
Are you sure? Because I'm not.
I totally don't know that you live in a place called Bristol.
Yeah, see, there you go. You know what I also don't know? Is how this game is going to turn out, because both of these teams have played each other once before, and within 7 seconds, Ace is on the score sheet for the Rhinos. He's managed to just fly through the air, as amazed as a fantastic job of putting it across the root of the net. And the Royals already on the back foot.
Yeah, that was the first goal by the Rhinos. Ace not holding back, ready to rock and roll. And the Royals still coming out of that Jersey, not Jersey, yeah, they are the Jersey Royals. Still coming out of that Swordfish game, possibly just weren't ready for the intensity of the Rhinos.
Yeah, probably just a little bit off guard, but they'll be coming straight back into this one. Don't you worry. Baloo tries to put one across the face of goal, but nobody was there to help clean that one up. Jezzy, though, tries to find it into the middle once again, but the opposition doing their absolute best is stopping them right now.
Yeah, trying to stop them in their tracks, but it's not going to help too much because the Rhinos have the momentum and they can be that unstoppable juggernaut with a horn. They have the way behind them, but now Royals find themselves in the Rhinos half. Blue with a great touch. He's going to set it up for Squid to go back, but he decides rather not risk it. Jezzy has to move back to clear it out as Rhinos hit it forward. Ace trying to get a huge aerial, unable to capitalize on that, and Squid manages to come out on top. Amazed with the clear, gets immediately deflected by Squid, and Jezzy misses, hitting the post, and now they're working it forward. Master Penguin, Ace working in tandem, going to see what they can do. Not too much, however, as the ball just kind of drifts out to the side, and Jezzy gets control of it.
Yeah, Ace follows that one up again, trying to push that one into the middle of the map, but Baloo says not today. Finds one, a big clearance from Penguin though. Almost finds his way into the net as the Ace following up a fantastic shot. But again, it's Baloo who's just flying in to save the day. But all three players have now been caught off guard. Mace could be able to put this one in the middle. He managed to avoid the bottom corner, but it just bounces out. The whole ball doesn't cross the net. And the Royals managed to just escape by the skin of their lives.
What was that? Royals in such a bad position and getting 100% of the luck 100% of the time. 2 post hits and just complete disarray in the Royals defense, and Rhinos couldn't do anything to make it work for them.
Squid's trying to do something now. He does get a backflip off that was just delayed. The push coming through. Jezzy with a big hit upfield once again follows it up for himself, flying through the air as he likes to do countless time and time again. However, the shot comes in, but Squid gets denied by a fantastic save from Amaze. But Jezzy once again on the aggression, trying to push his way through, but Ace says not today. Squid once again trying to push it right the way up through to the opposition. He gets a demo off. This could be the chance for the Royals to come back into this.
And the chance they will take as Jezzy goes for the shot, but it gets deflected by Ace. Squid's there to recollect. However, Ace once again defending it away. Blue misreads the bounce again. a little bit, goes underneath and Squid racing back into defense as Amaze is pushing it forward with the help of Monster Penguin. There we go, nice clearance from them. Squid on the wall, ready to receive. Monster Penguin bounces out the way. Ace now in a powerful position, crosses it. No follow through, wait, there it is! Ace off the crossbar and Ace follows through! Amazing Ace trying so hard to get this goal, but finding only crossbar time and time again. Finally get the clearance up, but Monster Penguin says, no, this is staying in your half, and I don't care what I have to do to get it there. Ace once again shoots it at goal. Goal was open, but nice clearance to Blue, and now Jesse is in power. Can he get this goal? It's over the top, and Ace is there again!
It's so close and just bouncing around at the minute. Nobody's able to get any full control. And Maze managed to come away with the ball. And now managed to go for the Devil. Doesn't get that final touch to try and take it around Baloo. And now he managed to come away with the ball himself, pushing it up towards the Rhinos half. Baloo puts it into the center, but his teammates out there in support as Maze clears it out once again. Jesse with a huge hit. Bounces it off the back. Squid almost getting off the backboard. Baloo! Oh, just narrowly wide as well as he approached the final minute.
Is 45 seconds to go. Rhinos in the firm control of this match despite everything Jersey is throwing at the game. Ace Amazed and Monster Penguin have done so well to keep that ball out of their goal and in the half of Jersey Royals. And it's a bad situation if you're the team in white. But there we go. Blue bounces over Monster Penguin. He was there in a heartbeat. And this looks like it could go the way of Rhinos.
It could do indeed, but the Royals aren't giving up just yet. There's still 15 seconds on the clock. Ace with a big hit upfield. Baloo and Jersey combining there to push it just a little bit further. It bounces off the backboard, but once again, Ace and Amaze combine to just clear it away. Monster Penguin does a big hit upfield, and now this could be it. The final chance. Baloo dribbles it upfield. Does a fantastic job of keeping it there. Jersey, unfortunately, can't reach it every time, and it does hit the ground, meaning the Foreigners will take map number 1 in this best of 3 series.
Baloo had that on his nose, and you were like, he's got this. It's on his nose. It's not touching the ground. That is going in the goal. Squid just had to follow through, and at the last second, Baloo loses control. It just hits the ground before Squid can hit it in. That is so unfortunate, because that would have been a game changer of a goal, and I'm absolutely gutted that it didn't happen.
Oh, now this is a game. These two are going hammer and tongs at each other. Fantastic play from them. I mean, the interesting thing is that the only goal of the game actually came very quickly. I think it was within the first 7 seconds of this matchup. And the fact that it stayed that entire way through is phenomenal. But the Rhinos go 1-0 up. It will be the Royals on the back foot now. Can the Rhinos take this in the next match? Or will it be going to the final third one overall?
That first goal definitely took the Royals by surprise, and I think that's exactly what the Rhinos were hoping for. But they probably won't be able to do that again, because the Royals are now ready for it as Jesse and Amaze glide in the center. Ace comes through with the clear out. Just a little bit of a cheat there, waiting for to see where the ball happens to end up. It's now in the air. Monster Penguin onto the crossfield. It's set up for a goal, but Baloo clears it out. And it's going down the field towards Rhino's goal. Amaze is trying to keep it in control, but Jesse's there to say no. This is a matchup as Baloo gets taken out. Goal is now open, but there was no one in the Rhinos to capitalize. Cross to Ace. Jesse gets the section. And this is the game we need, Chris, in the game that we want to see. Jesse in the goal!
That's it. Jesse manages to just squeeze in between two of the Rhino players. Puts one home. First score on the board for them. Royals take the lead. How will the Rhinos react to this one? Still 4.5 minutes on the clock. Loads of time for them to do so, but if it plays out the same as it did in the last matchup, then it will only be going one way.
If you could see a reverse, last time these two played, it was Jersey win, Rhino win, Rhino win. We could have it Rhino win, Jersey win, Jersey win. The Rhinos seem to want to have something to say about that. They are constantly, aggressively in the other goal. Monster Penguin goes for the shot, hits the beam, hits that wall. And now it's going to find itself on the other half of the field. But Ace is there to collect nicely as he pushes it forward. Cross is on. Blue just manages to dribble it out in the moment of time, nick of time. Words are hard, Chris. It's all yours.
It is indeed, and Jesse follows up as it is a Mace who tries to air dribble it out of the defense. Penguin now trying to follow it up as well, but Squid alongside him just managed to do enough to put him off. Jesse tries to fly through the air though, but again, Squid is in the right place at the right time. He pushes it forward now. Penguin though in defense tries to clear it, not able to connect, but oh, that's a huge save for Mace, pushing it onto the crossbar, meaning now that they can go away and start the attack.
What a save by Ace, and he's immediately back on the attack with Jesse. Just going to clear it out, take it off his bumper, and here we go. Squid trying his best to keep this goal area defended. The whole of the Royals are constantly on the back foot. Monster Penguin taking out Baloo. A little bit of a slap in the face. They are here to play. This is no longer a game, Chris. This is life and death.
They are going at it as if it was a war zone right now. Both teams not giving up any possession. Squid though trying to do his best to get the team back into this. One flies through the air, huge tonight Penguin. And now it's Amaze who's able to come away with the ball. Tries to push it a little bit further. Managing to connect with the puck. Follows it on for a second. And now we're turning to one apiece.
Amaze only managing to get that goal because of a beautiful defense work by Monster Penguin. Such a great read. And both teams seem to have hit the library in between this game.
They've done something, and it's absolutely amazing. But what a piece! Oh, could have nearly been 2-1 towards the Rhinos as they continue this attack. This barrage just coming down upon the Royals. They just don't know how to react. Now it's Jesse trying to push his way through, but Monster Penguin doesn't want any of it. There's a Mace. There's a huge demo that comes in from Penguin. Nice Squid, and that's the lead switching hands.
Getting rid of Squid vital because he was right there to defend, opened up the goal, amazed in, and that is all she wrote. Or I should say, that is all the Penguin wrote.
Penguin's done right though.
Just for once, can you accept one of my analogies? You don't like rhinos fishing. You don't like penguins riding. I feel like you just don't like other species being able to do things human beings.
No. Human rights, man. It's tied up at 2 apiece. Jesse somehow manages to find the net with this one. Pass from Baloo meets his target. Jesse with a lovely little poke just to find that top left corner. And within the final 2 minutes, we are back at equal standings.
Beautiful goal, a little bit of misread from Monster Penguin, who has been so strong this entire time. So he can get back on it, and he does. Well, actually, that's Amaze who goes in the gap, balls in the air, Amaze clears it out. Goes straight to Squid, who's going to try to get it across the field, but unable to get it into the Rhinos' half. And here we go, there's the shot is on Baloo's there to defend it out. So this is such a tight game. Both teams literally aren't letting anything go by them unchallenged.
Norton's against combination between Ace and Penguin that are making their way forward. And Mace with a big hit as well. He tries to follow it up himself, but a defensive play does come in. Is he now trying to move his way up the field, trying to sneak it away? Not able to do so. The post comes into play once again, being a big help for the Royals as the Rhinos throwing everything but the kitchen sink at them now.
Sometimes it's a bit hard to throw the kick. I think it's quite heavy, it's mounted to the wall. But I'm sure they're going to try in due time as Baloo now has the ball and is going to try to dribble up the field. Gets immediately this ball, this possession taken away from him by the Rhinos. Ace now on the sidewall, looking to push it up into the goal. Monster Penguin immediately challenged by Squid, and the ball finds itself with Rhinos half, but no follow-up yet from the Royals. The Maze are able to get that out of that situation. Jesse collects, and it's going everywhere but where they needed to go right now. Jesse does get a touch in, a little bit of an unfortunate touch, doesn't go the direction he wants to go, and that could have been a very dangerous ball had Baloo not cleared it out.
He does fantastically to be able to read that and just divert it in the direction he needs. Penguin though, again flying through it. Ace tries to backhand this one in. Penguin just managing to get a touch. If he missed that one, it might have gone in. But again, Jesse's there to help clean up, and we got him into overtime.
Last time we went into overtime, it was a very quick goal from the Rhinos. They just snuck it in. Not sure it's going to happen this time. Jersey definitely ready for it, but Ace manages to get that ball away from Squid and puts it in a dangerous position. Does get cleared out, however, and Baloo goes for the goal, but Monster Penguin is there, and now they are fighting for this one. Jersey probably didn't expect to find themselves in such a bad situation as they are right now after that first game, but Rhinos have really brought it back.
And they've really stepped up their game, and the way that they're rotating around and just clearing out the ball and working as a team now. You can see it between the three of them that it's not just Amaze and Ace that were star players. It's Penguin now doing his best to push his way forward. He was a massive help in the defensive side of things to open things up in the early matches, but now he's definitely a force to be reckoned with going forward. On the other side, you can see the Squid trying as well his best to just break his way through, being a thorn in the side. He's managed to be in very fortunate positions thus far, but I expect Baloo or Jezzy just to be able to tap one home now.
Yeah, we definitely need the synergy back. That synergy of Baloo, Jezzy, the power duo of the Jersey Royals to find a sync once again, because they seem a little bit out of it, and it's really opened up the opportunity for Maze, Monster Penguin, and Ace to just completely dominate the field.
Still a minute and a half into overtime, and no one has really come that much closer to getting that final goal. If the Rhinos do get this goal, then they will take the championship. However, if the Royals do get it, we're going to map number 3, and it could be anyone's game. I mean, they're so evenly matched at this minute, it's so hard to decide a winner.
Oh, it's up to Baloo as he tries to get a goal, but it's going to get cleared out by the man, the wall, the dude who's looking after that egg. That is the goal, the Penguin himself. Jezzy has the ball though, and is going to be trying to dribble this upfield.
Yeah, Ace managed to just slide on in, take that one away, but the defense from the Royals comes in. Ace tries to find the net, but Squid managed to fly in through the top left corner, stop that one from approaching any further. And now it is the Rhinos back on the attack. It's a little spike from Amazed, pushes it over towards the mid, but Ace is in there. Pingu managed to try to get there, but not able to connect with it, and Squid managed to get the demo, meaning that this could be an attacking option now.
Attacking option was there, but Amaze said no. Squid getting a little bit of revenge from his death last round, and no capitalization ever, but Baloo is going to hit it against that sideboard, trying to get some sort of cross option on. Unfortunately, gets swarmed immediately by an attack of really angry Rhinos, as they are not going to let it. Oh, but there we go. Squid with a shot on, just goes to the left of the goal, and that could have been an opportunity that he needed.
It could have been indeed.
Open, Squid!
Oh, it's so well played as well. They're just not finding the target just yet. Baloo once again flies one through, but not able to connect with it fully. Jezzy managed to push one out wide, but there's no one really there to follow this one up at the middle. This is Amaze who clears this one once again. Back and forth game between these two Penguins. Oh, it's done it! 3 minutes, 30 seconds in. The Rhinos have beat the Royals in overtime. Out of nowhere, it seems. It looked like Jezzy was going to get there, but Penguin flies on in. And that will be that. We have our grand champions. It will be the Alfred Rhinos.
A misread by Jezzy costs the final for Jersey Royals. What a match it was. I loved seeing this match because it was truly an evolution of the Rhinos. First map against Royals, first match against Royals, lost 6-2. Then came back to win the next match, then lost the next match. Then we go to the next game they play. Once again, Jersey Royals beat the first match, but Rhinos win the next 2, and this time they don't even lose a single match. What stellar play by the Rhinos. Unlucky to the Jersey Royals, but man, Chris, that was the game we needed tonight.
It's the exact reason why I love Rocket League. That game was just the pinnacle. It was so end-to-end. It was literally anyone's game until the very death of it, and it is just down to a small mistake that ends up costing the Royals a Game 3. But that is all we've got time for, ladies and gentlemen. A huge, huge shout-out for City League, the Alpha Rhinos, the Swordfish, and the Jersey Royals. I couldn't remember the third team for all participating and for City League for running this event. It has been fantastic, and it has been a pleasure to cast alongside you as well. I mean, you are a pretty good caster, I'll give you that.
You know, I like to dabble.
Good, good.
But yeah, thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Chris. Thank you to Shark and his crew for setting this all up and hosting some really rad venues and actually putting the teams on camera. As Chris said earlier, it's such a cool thing to see. And we will hopefully see you guys at the next tournament for Rocket League or CSGO, whatever. I mean, City League does a lot and Chris and I cast a lot, so we could be anywhere.
Hence the name Stealth. But yes, thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. And until next time, have a good Christmas.